Hello and welcome to the E14 Gamecast, Emotion E14's gaming podcast. I'm your host, Rob Wade, and I'm joined, as always, by my rock, the incomparable and inimitable Blake Harmer.
Hello there.
Hello there. And we have Brad Harmer-Barnes with us as well.
Woo!
Wonderful stuff.
How you doing?
This is a very exciting episode.
It is.
It is. Because
every episode is exciting, but this one more so.
This one especially because it is episode 50
Yay!
of the E14 Gamecast. And in a rare move that I don't do very often, this will also be episode 76 of the Crazy Train as well.
Oh,
That's
wow.
going to be a crossover podcast.
I can't believe we made it to 76.
I know.
I feel like we'll be saying that in a few years' time.
Yeah. I'll be dead by then, it won't matter. So what we're going to do...
Teach me to use your editing software.
What we're going to do...
Because your funeral's going to be lit.
Yeah, let's be fair. I mean, I'm going to expect the same high production value I provide for everybody else. Seems only fair. So what we're going to do is a little bit special. We're going to play a board game.
We are.
We're going to have a...
What's a board game?
What's a board game?
One of our
indeed.
favourites.
Yes, very much so. So what I've decided to do is... put it to you to come up with an enjoyable game that would make for a good recording because, let's be fair,
no pressure.
It helps immensely. And I think you've chosen wisely. So why don't you tell us a bit more about it?
Okay, so I've gone for Mansions of Madness 2nd edition because I think our last gameplay recording we did Eldritch Horror.
Aliens.
Aliens. Okay, yes. No, we've done Eldritch Horror before.
Yes.
Yeah. So I thought we'd stick with a Lovecrafty theme. The 2nd edition is one of my favourites because it's fully co-op because you actually use an iPad or other devices are available, but why would you? Tablet app that acts as the GM.
Yeah.
So we'll be playing fully co-op against a scenario I've picked at random, and so I have no idea what's going to happen. Blake's never got any idea about anything.
No. That's not why we have you here.
Yeah.
No. It's your winning smile.
Yeah.
Which doesn't work over radio, I've realised.
No. So why you have me on here, I never know.
Well, quite so.
Yeah.
I'm only here because I'm a Ugandan radio star.
Yeah, there's that, And as fellow Ugandan radio star, I felt only fair to include him.
Yeah. There's a Blake's
artist rider.
Blake's massive in Somalia, we've discovered.
Yeah, this is fair.
Not for radio, it's weird.
Yeah, it's odd. Yeah, I mean...
End that joke there.
Yeah. So,
My fields.
Let's talk it through. So we've got our characters.
We've got our characters. Rob, do you want to give us a rundown of your character and your character's background? Who have you gone for?
I've gone for Gloria Goldberg, the author, and here is the story so far. Ever since she was a young girl, Gloria has been plagued by visions of monsters dwelling in strange, nightmarish places. She eventually learned to overcome the terror that accompanied these visions by writing them into stories. I've done that. As the years went by, her stories launched her into a successful career as an author. I haven't done that. But the more she wrote, the more extreme the more extreme the visions became. She's come to believe that the images she sees are not her imagination, but rather clairvoyant insight into the world of the supernatural. My podcasting book's a bit like that.
Yeah. She has resolved associated thoughts on monsters.
Indeed. She has resolved to use this insight to investigate the realm of the supernatural and exorcise these nightmares from the world as well as her subconscious.
Cool. Blake, who have you gone for?
I've gone for, I thought I'd go for like a fairly middle-of-the-road guy. I've gone for Preston Fairmont, the millionaire.
Blake's concept of middle of a road.
I know. Yeah, I've gone for a guy who's, jack of all trades, but minted at all.
Yeah, I thought for a Lovecraft-driven game, what I'll do is I'll be a white guy who's completely out of touch with society.
Yeah, that always goes down
God forbid I make a joke.
In 2018, that's kind of...
Thanks for derailing on the road with a big dick or something.
Indeed, yeah.
Right, so the story so far. Preston Fairmont never thought much about
where... Wurzel Gamage decided to join in.
Preston Fairmont never thought much about where his family's money came from. All he knew was that he had plenty, and he took great advantage of it wherever possible. His father seemed troubled at times and tried to explain about his grandfather's business and the demands of something called the Order of the Silver Twilight. But Preston never paid much any mind. At best, it was boring, and at worst, when his father seemed the most distraught, it was insane. Then his father died. No problems there.
What a twist.
Recently, Preston attended a seance hosted by a fashionable young lady of his acquaintance. She promised him a night to remember, and she certainly delivered. His father appeared right there above the table.
It's got weird fast.
Nude.
Stop doing that.
We're going to do this or what?
And Preston was not the only one who saw it. Since then, he has pulled out of the out the trunk of his father's...
Stop there.
Out his trunk.
Since then he's pulled out. Stop there.
Yeah, since then he's pulled out of the trunk of his father's old things and started thinking a lot about where his family got their money.
My character could be tied into either of your characters or both if we want to try and build a theme team here.
All right.
As we always do.
Yeah, sure.
I've gone for Carson Sinclair, the butler. So I thought he could be the butler of an author or the butler of a millionaire. Either works. Maybe a millionaire author. His story so far reads, Carson Sinclair has served 3 generations of the Webb family in Arkham, first as a footman and later as a butler. What is the difference?
One only looks after feet. It's like a chiropodist.
Chiropodist.
Yeah. It's like a difference between a chiropodist and a GP, I think.
Sure, prop.
I'll tell you one thing. One's getting a foot up their ass.
Yeah. Very good, sir.
Always proper, Carson watched with disapproval as his most recent employer, Hercule Webb, began bringing bizarre artifacts and profane tones into his house, engaging in occult studies. He was aided in these endeavors by his business manager, the disagreeable Dupois.
That's a weird wrestling gimmick as I've ever heard one. Dupois the disagreeable.
I'm going to fight you in ring. No, you're not.
I realise you think you're going to win the Intercontinental Championship, but you're wrong.
He just no-shows every match.
No, fuck your revenues.
There've only been 29 entrants for Raw. Oh.
It's Roman Reigns again, all right.
Yeah. Disaster struck when Mr. Webb was drawn through an impossible hole in the sky while Carson brought him his evening tea. No one believed Carson's description of the events, and with no proof of Mr. Webb's death, control of his estate has passed to Dupois, who has quietly siphoned funds from the Webb Trust and effectively frozen out the Webb children. Carson has resolved to get to the bottom of the matter for the children's sake.
Let me see if I got this right. So we're dealing with the butler of a family of spiders.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, okay. I mean, to be fair, it's not the weirdest Lovecraft thing I've ever read.
No,
I've read Dagon.
That's brief, at
I
least.
thought it was shit.
Yeah, it's not the best.
No, it's not. There are other far better things.
Yeah, Lovecraft's just one of those guys, because he's a cult figure, literally everything he ever wrote has ended up in print in some fashion, because it's all, every B-site's compilation.
Yeah, it's one of those, I mean, I've talked about it before, like, it's just, with Lovecraft, it's always kind of, oh, you never guess what I saw, fucking hell, I can't even say, oh, bloody hell, it was so that, oh, I'm mental now. Yeah. Oh, here he is, finished the job, never mind.
Yeah, I mean, I love Lovecraft. I wouldn't be a writer if I hadn't found Lovecraft. He's genuinely one of my favourites, but even I can admit there's some serious crap out there.
Oh, absolutely. Well. Yeah, Dagon's the only real stinker I've ever read. But,
yeah, it's kind of like, I think you take someone like Alan Moore, everyone remembers him for V for Vendetta and From Hell and Watchmen. There's a lot of crap out there as well.
Yeah. I mean,
I've read some of it, I know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not the biggest LXG fan, so there's stuff like that.
Yeah, that's fine. So are we linking our characters, or are we just having them randomly turn up in our scenario? So I'm happy to be someone's butler. You two could be banging. I could be your banging butler.
Yeah.
I mean,
more condoms, sir.
Well, I don't know where I'm getting my money, but maybe I'm getting all my money from the author. So
maybe, yeah.
Maybe you write dinosaur erotica.
I love the idea that you resolved your family story really early on in the campaign. So you just right, you know, I've let me see, this million ill-gotten. Oh, I'm just fucking an author. Never mind. Credits.
Anyway, wait. Mystery ahoy.
Yeah. Yes, sir. I'll fetch your lube.
Yeah. Good-o.
So that's where the mystery is.
So I've programmed our characters into the app, and it's given us some items we can pick to start the game with. So we've got our author who's banging the millionaire, or millionaire because he's banging the author, however you want to read it.
Well, it's just the red shirtiest of millionaire stories, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I don't know how the money came from.
No, it's
apart from my dick.
I just got this tip one day.
I'm a butler who's basically just taken the first job he's seen at the job centre because he hates being there.
Cheers, Mopper.
As we all do.
Cheers, Mopper for Bruce Wayne.
That sounds like an early Batman movie.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, still a better name than Paste Pop Pete.
Cheers, Mopper.
So we've got some items to pick from.
All right.
So we have a machete.
Okay.
A lucky cigarette case.
Right.
Some gambler's dice.
Okay.
And fire extinguisher.
Yep.
Some bandages.
Yep.
And the spell Shriveling, which is a ranged combat spell.
Okay.
Which causes burns and boils to appear on an enemy's flesh.
Nobody instantly strikes me as a shriveling spell kind of person here.
So you're thinking the butler.
Sure. I quite like the idea of...
I swear, you give me a P45, there's going to be hell to pay.
I was quite liking the idea of the butler running around with a machete.
Yeah. I mean, I'm
happy to do both, to be honest with you.
One in one hand.
It's just like special combat butler that we just deploy whenever we need.
Admiral Dark Butler.
Just picturing him at the job centre scrolling through going, combat butler.
You know what? Why not?
Sure. Count me in. Here's my CV.
CV on request.
Yeah, exactly. References available. Oh, yes. Well, I mean, sure, combat, I guess.
I mean, I've seen it.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen combat, and he's a butler, so I mean, I guess they kind of go.
I could just be the chain-smoking gambler.
Yeah, that works.
So, all right, so who's going to take the bandages? Is anyone equipped to do... Oh, that feels like a butlery thing, doesn't it?
Kind of,
I feel like that's making me Alfred.
We're just giving all of our shit.
No, I'm not saying I'm going to take the machete and the spell. It's fine.
But I am going to take them.
I do feel the millionaire is probably our gambler's dice here.
Fair. But having said that, would he gamble if you've just kind of inherited wealth? I don't know.
He's probably just a playboy. He's got all his money he needs to throw around. I can see him hanging out of a casino, being a bit of a playboy.
Yeah, okay. Fair.
It's that, or he carries a fire extinguisher everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. But then, to be fair, do you see Ruth Rendell doing that? Because that's what we're kind of implying.
Yeah, I guess. You're saying she's more of a machete girl.
Sure. Lucky cigarette case
Works, I think.
Converts a clue to elder sign. And I have, at the start of your turn, if you have no clues, gain one clue.
Oh, nice.
So I'd be able to swap those for...
Yeah, that's really handy.
Yeah,
that's a good
work.
combination. Yeah,
elder sign. So I should clarify it's elder sign roll on the dice rather than just getting elder signs every turn. Yeah. I feel like that would probably serve as well.
That would be a bit OP, yeah.
A touch.
Go on, Blake.
So, I mean, I'm happy to have the gambler's dice. I mean, it allows me to convert one of the clue token dice rolls, to a blank result, so I can then re-roll the other dice.
Yeah, okay, that's pretty.
So I actually think that's pretty powerful.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good with strength and agility, so I was happy to have one of the close combat weapons.
You are Bruce Wayne.
You guys split up weapons, and I'll follow with the bandages and the fire extinguisher.
Okay.
I like the fire extinguisher idea with Butler. That sounds good.
And I can use it as a bludgeoning weapon.
Yeah,
I'm not joking. I can use it as a bludgeoning weapon.
That's very thematic of Alfred in Batman Begins.
Yes,
so
that's true. Yes.
You knock somebody out with, was it a golf club?
Yeah. Or something. Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah.
Have you noticed Alfred's gotten more cockney as the years have gone along?
Yeah, I think he's,
I think it's Danny Dyer in the next one, isn't it?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Well, I'm terrible with spellcasting, so I'm happy for the author to spellcast.
It's law, right? You generally test
law
against?
Normally.
Yeah, so law 4, so that's fine.
Yeah, my law's 2, so I'm
fucking hell, you don't even believe in the arcane, let alone being able to use it.
It book.
You're hanging an author.
She book. Don't be in our read. Conversations are bad.
Yeah. Conversations bad. Dicking good.
Just imagine Bruce Wayne talking like that.
I vengeance, I knight, I Batman.
That's nice, dearie. Come to bed.
Okay.
All right. Are we happy with that?
Yeah,
we've got a clue token each to start with as well.
Cool. So we're happy with our wash to start with. So do we need to, is there setup stuff?
No, that is what's setup stuff for the moment. I was just going to pull the opening spiel up.
Lovely.
Cool. You scale the short fence of a cemetery with relative ease, careful to avoid any watchful eyes. Since the start of summer, rumours of disappearing corpses and sightings of deceased loved ones have been spreading throughout Arkham.
That's called decomposition. It happens, mate.
An anonymous tip, just for tip, has brought you to Hangman's Hill, though as you crouch behind a thorny bush, you see no immediate sign of trouble. Quietly, you move among the gravestones, staying in the shadows until you notice a chapel in the distance.
We can get married.
You move closer to investigate.
Only if I get to crouch with your horny bush.
Thorny.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Bush of thorns.
You move closer to investigate and notice a strange metal apparatus has been bolted to the roof of the structure. A warm breeze blows towards you, and under the rustling of the trees, you think you hear far-off voices and the moan of someone in pain. Probably
it's not pain.
It's not pain.
You approach the chapel of Hangman's Hill and find the building itself weathered and worn down. Its wood creaks and groans in the night breeze. Place a front porch tile as indicated. Right. Oh, top of the pile. That's handy.
That is handy.
It's a bit convenient.
So there's a front porch.
If you ask me. Yeah, it's almost like you thought this through.
Out on the lawn, you squint against the darkness of a cemetery, and we all start here, just outside the back door there.
All right. Now, Bruce. Don't near my back door.
What are you up to?
I'm squinting.
You're bumming?
I said squinting.
The path leading up to the chapel is covered in footprints, so it's something we can go and search for. There.
In the footprints?
Yeah.
I assume.
Yes. The front door of a chapel is cracked and weathered.
Dylan, you son of a bitch. Sorry,
the cemetery
not
grounds surround the chapel, so we can explore off to the left and off to the right as well. You must investigate reports of missing corpses at Hangman's Hill. And that's the first turn of the game.
Right, now, for a quick refresher, for those, for both, because it's been a little while and because there are going to be people who've never played before and might want to know the basics. We have 2 actions per turn. Each move, so you can move, which is 2 spaces. You can search, which is a single action. And you can, if you get to the edge of the board, you can reveal a part, right? That all sounds reasonable? Groovy.
Pretty much, yeah.
Groovy. Okay.
Okay. Who wants to go first?
Money before age before beauty. Butler, you're up. No, let's go. Bruce Wayne can go.
Ironically, he's the most minted of us all.
It's weird. Oh. Goodbye.
Yes. So you can take 2 actions in your turn. You can do them both twice. You can do a move, as you said, is 2 spaces, so you can do both your move actions, do 4 spaces. You can search a marker in your space, like I described about the footprints of a path, will be something that you can search. You can explore, which normally opens up another room or a new section of the board.
Yep.
If there's an NPC or other character on the board, you can interact with them as an action.
Okay.
If there's a monster in your space or within combat range, you can attack them. Okay. If you're in the same space as another character, you can declare a trade action to do so. There are also rarely used actions, including barricading a door, putting out a fire, shoving someone, setting something on fire, and stealing, which we'll deal with as and when they come up, because they rarely do.
What about setting stolen things on fire?
If any game is going to do that, it's going to be this one.
And let's be fair, if any people are going to do that, it's going to be us.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's fair enough.
Cool. So who's going first is a question.
Great question.
Let the butler do it.
All right.
What can I do for you, sir?
Well, now I just sound awful.
There's a reason, sir.
Is there anything I can do for you, sir?
Be a dear, put your face in that mud and look at the footprints.
David. The butler obediently gets down on his knees and examines the path to the chapel door. Perhaps these footprints can give me some hint as to who has been here recently. Test observation. Observation is 5.
Bloody hell, it's a good thing you sent the butler.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's only 3, so.
It's fuck all is what it is.
You can spend the clue to get so we got 3 clue symbols and no successes.
I'll cash in my clue token to make that 1 success, because I really need this job. You notice that in addition to the myriad of regular footprints, there are also sets that sink deep into the dirt as though someone was carrying something heavy. Gain 1 clue, then discard this search token.
Lovely. So you managed to get your clue back after all.
Yeah.
That's good.
I don't want to get myself a new combat butler now, do I?
That is fair. That is a hard one to hire for.
Considering I made up the role.
I won't lie. This
Literally the only one in the world.
Yeah.
I mean, I can try and open up some more of the area.
Yeah, go on then.
Which way would you like me to explore, sir? Because I can do either at the moment.
I'll let you choose.
That's not how buttling works.
Fine.
It's very
I
kind
didn't
of
realise
you,
I didn't realise I was using his freaking eyes.
You didn't program me with free will.
Fine, I'll open up this side.
Yeah.
No, not that side.
No! You fool!
You've chosen your free will wrongly.
Through the darkness, you can make out the shape of another building nearby. Right, let's reveal that and see what we come up with. Okay, I need to go and grab another board section. A shed has been built in the chapel yard.
Right. It's the seductive looks that we have as a couple.
Seductive glances.
Yeah. Well, we are together.
Sorry, yeah, the author and
in the game.
The author and the millionaire exchange seductive glances, while the butler just looks over and goes, "There's a shed."
A lantern has been left next to the shed,
and then they fucked.
In brightest day, in blackest night, is where this thing is most useful. Fact. That is how lanterns work.
Something has been gouged into the dried mud next to the shed.
something else has been gouged into other dry
A piece
mud.
of paper sticks out of a dried mud puddle just round the other side of the shed,
All right.
which I can see with my butler eyes.
Go Butler eyes.
An old shed sits on the lawn. You can hear someone inside moving things.
Should. I love to
The
move
chapel
things.
grounds continue around the building.
All right. So you got 2 actions,
That's
right?
me. So I've got a second action because I didn't take an action opening.
You just have to be at the edge of the board, right? Yeah.
Just on that board section is fine. You don't need as long within line of sight.
Okay.
Do you want me to go and explore the shed?
Can do.
I do fucking everything around here.
What was that, Butler?
Nothing. I picked up the wrong character.
Yeah, stop moving me.
Emotionally. Okay, so that's my actions done for this first round. So it's over to you two to decide how you're going to wank each other off.
Yeah. So, Honey Bunny, what would you like to do?
I want to see what's bumping in that shed.
Oh, you saucy minx.
No, I might be able to write a book about it. The man who fucked the shed.
Well, as we already discussed earlier, I won't be reading.
Because I don't like reading. I don't know how to read.
Oh, it's like a conversation with my wife.
Wow.
Anyway,
Hippo.
Anyway, Honey Hippo.
That's a bit Freudian. All right, I'm going to move towards the shed, and I'm going to move into the same space as Butler.
Hello.
And then I'm going to have to move here and then stop. Or I can reveal this bit.
If you wanted to, you could go 1, 2 over there and search that.
Oh, yes, I could. All right, let's do that then. And I'm going to search the... it's a bit of paper naturally draws my author instincts.
A dirty piece of paper. It's been stuck to the side of the shed. Do you want to spend your second action to search it?
Yes. Oh, you wouldn't believe.
The paper is stained brown.
Oh, my God.
But
I'm into some weird shit.
But you can still see it's been covered front and back with strange formulae. Test law.
All right. Law is 4. 2 successes. I won't bother spending the clue. Actually, yes, I will, because now I think about it, I'll get 1 back at the end of the turn.
The letters and numbers resolve themselves into complex chemical figures. Crosses and dashes after each line appear to denote failures and successes, refining a process not named by this single page. Gain 1 clue, then discard this search token.
I got the clue back. Fine. I mean, obviously, it's nice to have a clue, but at the same time, I get them automatically if I don't have them already. So
you're saving yourself for later.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Mr. Millionaire.
Me. So, Mr. Brewster.
That's just what Blake needs, a character who doesn't need motivation to do anything because he's just going to be fucking minted at the end of it. Admiral Dark Bastard returns.
I'm sorry, I can't hear.
Oh, yeah, he was Captain Trust Fund, wasn't he?
Yeah. I'm sorry, I can't hear you over my money.
As a game of Relic where Blake acquired literally all of the currency of the game, and you were just constantly trying to hide your tentacles and wings next to eyes.
I was dabbling in chaos, yes.
Yeah. I'm player for ages.
It's been a while.
It's the millionaire. He's gently cupping his butler.
I'm just going to pick up the lantern.
That's it.
There's not really a lot I can do. Well, I could go elsewhere, but
if you do a trade action, if you want to go a trade action to pick them up, we can trade items if you want some bandages or a fire extinguisher, sir.
Yeah, well, I might end up setting myself on fire with this lantern. So, I mean,
it's something that has been commented on, sir.
So, yeah, I might need you to put me out.
All right.
Hey.
So far to my penis again. Oh, okay, I'll put you out.
So what have you picked up, Blake?
So it is a kerosene lantern. I, in addition to it being a light source, I can discard this card to convert all magnifying glasses to elder signs while attacking unarmed.
So, okay, you can bludgeon with it, basically.
Basically, bean them with it. Yeah.
Okay. You have to discard. You have to discard it if you do that.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. But I think I won't be doing that. So I have a big machete.
Cool. Low moans carry over the night wind. Ugh. And it's back to our turn again.
All right.
But she's over there. I'm nowhere near her.
Okay, who's going first this time? You wanted me to go and search for a shed, didn't you, sir?
Yes, be it there.
Can you split your move?
Yes.
You can. Okay, cool.
So I'll declare a move to move 1 space.
Yep.
And then I will examine the front door of the storage shed.
Okay.
An old shed sits on the lawn. You hear the muffled sound of someone inside. I shall explore.
All right.
You find the door to the shed has been blocked from the inside. The sound inside goes suddenly quiet. And I've got conversation options, so I'm going to say, hello? Go away, comes a voice from inside. There are monsters out there. And I've got a choice of convincing him to let me in, kicking the door, or go away.
Oh my God, combat butler engaged.
See, I'm looking at it and thinking,
get the door, please, butler.
I am a combat butler.
Yeah, well.
And I have a fire extinguisher.
Yeah, beat it down.
With me at all times.
Yeah.
Right,
Well,
I'm going to kick in the door.
He is prone to spontaneous millionaire fires.
You back up from the door and lash out with one leg, as opposed to two. Straight.
Drop kick, butler. Drop kick.
That's one success.
All right.
The door caves under the force of your buttling foot.
It does not say buttling.
No, it's not a word.
All right, fine. Just checking.
Inside the walls of a shed block out the moonlight to place darkness in the storage shed.
Oh.
Well, that looks like I need a kerosene lantern.
Darkness basically means if you're in the same space as a darkness marker, you can't use clue tokens to convert dice or
Unless you've got
for
a light
extra
source.
puzzle steps.
Unless you've got a light source, right?
Unless you've got a light source will cancel out darkness, yes.
Jackie. Not bad, actually. Yeah. To be fair, as things that Mike Patton do goes, it's my most successful one. So I seem like him.
The man who is in the shed looks ill. He is covered in scratches and bruises. There's a little marker for him there.
All right. Looks like a perfectly normal bald bloke.
How could you? Those things are out there with my leg. Those things are out there. I'm getting out of here. The man flees the shed in a panic, leaving you questioning your own callousness. Suffer one face-down horror and discard this person token. Glad I got that out of the bag.
Yeah, it's all right.
A shovel has been thrown on the floor.
So you take a face-down horror as well, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Bloody butler.
I know. Battling.
You shouldn't be so
through
callous.
doors.
I was doing literally what you told me to. A tool covered in strange red substance has been tossed to the floor. Place a pickaxe, common item as indicated. Well, I am already in my murdering gear.
Yeah, it's fair.
A piece of lumber is wedged against a hole in the wall. Placed with 4x2, common item as indicated.
Wow.
Just goes on like this. A shotgun lies across a work counter.
Bloody hell.
You may move one space into the explored area, which I think I shall.
All right.
And that's pretty much the end of my turn.
Okay.
Oh, I hate it when a game gives you loads of weapons.
Yes, that's not good.
I'm just going to get Bloodborne in here
Not
in a
good
minute.
size. Sign. Size? It's perfect size.
You said people are going to die?
So it occurs to me that you actually still have one movement left because you
I
split
do, but not a lot to do with it because I want to pick up some of those weapons.
Ah, fair. Yeah, there's nothing like that says combat butler like being kitted out to the max.
Well, I was kind of think if I end up looking like Arnie after a montage in Commando, it might be the best butler you've ever fucking seen.
That is, to be fair, I've seen a lot of butlers in my time, and that would be up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, top 5.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, easily. Not even a contest. Do you want to go next?
It's you two, sir.
Well, I don't mind. I can. I was going to go.
You just fucking swoop in and take all weapons.
You totally can.
I was tempted to. I might actually go in and have a look at that shotgun though.
All right.
You have a shotgun, and I want the B&Q warehouse.
Yeah, well, I mean, I could open up a trade, and that way you get the stuff without you having to waste the next turn doing a trade.
Is that some sort of racist joke?
Is that because I was butler?
Well, fine, fuck you then.
All right, here we go.
I'm going to move into the shed.
I've moved you again, Bubba.
Oh, yeah.
Soz. I just think the butler should have a cane.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, so your second action.
He should be carrying it for his master in a way that makes no fucking sense unless you think of the more you think about it.
I've
got this for you, sir.
I'll
Tremendous.
check out
I'm on the
the
floor.
shotgun.
Okay, Blake goes to examine the shotgun. A shotgun lies across a work counter. You will spend your second action to search it.
Yep.
What's to find?
You examine the shotgun, see if it is still in working order.
Wow.
Test observation.
That is 3.
Mine's 5, so suck a buttle dick.
Suck a buttle
What the
cock.
hell is a buttlecock?
You play it and use it in Sadminton.
Fuck.
I believe 3 successes. I believe that's fuck you, Mr. Buttlecock.
I think they play
You
buttle
sight along the barrel and feel the heft of a gun in your hands. Based on what you know of firearms, which is apparently a lot, it seems in working enough a condition. Gain the shotgun common item and remove the marker.
Yes.
People do sometimes hunt, so that makes sense.
Yes, this is good shit.
This is certainly a shotgun, and now I have no arm. Recoil's a kicker, and I blew the other one off. So I've even got one that just doesn't work.
Okay. And
Fucking tremendous, I'm sure you'll agree.
That's you dummy moves, haven't you? So that goes back to...
Me.
Yeah.
All right.
Gloria Goldberg.
Go author. I'm going to move into this space here and search this item, which I forget what it was.
It was something that's been gouged into the dried mud next to a shed.
That's the one. Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Dead open inside? It looks like someone has raked his or her hands through the mud, leaving deep gashes with his long-nailed fingers, though no footsteps are nearby except your own. Suffer 2 face-down horror, will negates.
All right, I'll negate them with will, which is 4. So I need 2 successes out of 4, basically. Piece of cake. The way I roll dice, it's only a matter of time. Fuck. Oh,
yeah,
no,
I
got it.
Yeah, okay.
I just saw a reflex.
Gain 1 clue and discard this search token.
All right.
So we've got a clue there. So someone came along and scraped at the ground.
Isn't that your clue?
Yeah. That's feeling generous.
No, it's fine. That's very sweet of you, but I'd rather have a separate clue that means we both get one.
Butler, give him your clue.
Share with her all your knowledge of the case.
You're not the boss of who you are here.
I literally hired you.
Is that done again?
Combat.
Shut up, combat Butler.
Rob, you can open up that other board section. It doesn't take an action to do so.
I have a point of movement left anyway.
Yeah.
So I might do that and then move into the shed with you guys.
Well, if you need to run away.
Have a 3-way bottle, fuck.
There's the episode title.
Buttlecock.
We're all going to enjoy the Buttlecock if you get my drift.
Yeah. If they played at Badminton Abbey. I'm going to reveal this area.
Yep. Okay. Cracked headstones dot the lawn. Well, this bodes well.
Yeah. Nothing says a really nice, well-kept graveyard like everything being fucked up to shit and somebody saying, I'm not staying around here, there's monsters. That fills me with a lot of confidence. We've walked into the Thriller video by mistake.
I mean, that would be a hell of a gaming night, wouldn't it?
It would. It wouldn't be our weirdest.
No.
Not in the slightest.
Totally fair.
It's when the Butler turned into a werewolf. It got weird.
Indeed. There's that. All right. This is Thriller.
Is my one the one in the middle?
Yeah.
One of the graves appears newer than the rest and has fresh flowers set by the marker.
All right.
I'm not dead.
A stone tomb dominates the yard.
That's a family one.
Indeed. Yeah.
On one plot, the recently upturned dirt is at odds with the age of the headstone.
All right.
Is anyone else feeling this might be a zombie mission?
Yeah, I think you might be right there.
That's some seriously fucked up werewolves.
Sorry, I shouldn't have just gone.
The side door leads into the chapel.
Mummies, eh? All right.
Okay, and you've got 1 movement point left, haven't you?
That's it. I'm going to move into the graveyard by myself because nothing ever happened to a woman that was bad in a graveyard by herself.
It's an excuse I've given to many women.
Indeed.
The evil phase.
Gloria Goldberg's muscles spasm and lock suddenly, and for no apparent reason. Gloria Goldberg suffers 1 face-down damage, strength negates.
All right. Strength is 2.
Okay, so 1 success and you don't take any damage.
I can spend a clue to make that a success, right? Yeah. Let's do that then.
Good thing my knowledge of evil stops me falling on my face.
Author rage.
He never reads my books.
A shambling figure becomes visible in the night. Spawn a zombie as indicated.
Fucking everywhere. It indicates fucking everywhere. Which sucks.
Oh, dear.
So zombies turned up on the space where we started.
Down a bit.
The front of a chapel is beset by a walking corpse. Another zombie.
Hooray! They're finding all the synonyms for zombie, aren't they? Walking corpse, shambling undead. Cadaver, yeah.
Galloping cadaver.
My racehorse.
Dead bloke.
It didn't do great. Didn't do a great job. It's galloping cadaver, not really doing much. Yeah.
Perambulating stiff.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I went with, so I thought the naming of a racehorse was a very literal thing. So, galloping cadaver, I did actually have to kill it. Oh. Yeah. But still,
got to get that glue from somewhere, right?
Yeah, indeed. Efficient glue stick is doing fantastic.
One hand thrusts out from a shallow grave as a creature claws its way from the ground.
Vincent Price, are you narrating this game?
Maybe.
Fairly obvious he's not. Shambling dead have appeared at Hangman's Hill. Discover the source of the zombies and stop whoever or whatever has risen them.
Well, I'm going to guess the graveyard. Anyone else?
Yeah, I think that's a fairly safe bet.
Yeah.
I think the chapel's got something to do with it too.
Yeah, we did sort of just go, yep, that's a chapel, and then walk
Yeah,
around.
indeed. So,
The monster in Rob's space attacks him. Says one's just burst out of that grave.
bollocks.
The dead thing, another one, swings powerful arms at you. Its fingernails hard and sharp like talons. Suffer 3 damage. Agility negates.
Agility is 3, so I need 3 successes from 3 rolls. What could possibly go wrong, right? 1 success with a clue spent, so
Okay. 2
hits.
So the damage is concussion. Just resolve immediately. Discard 1 clue, then flip face down.
Okay.
And minor injury, no additional effect. Flip face down.
Covered in pickaxes.
Don't worry, Pumpkin, Dad is coming.
Oh, it's got a kinky fast.
Shut up, combat. I don't see any combat.
That's one of them.
Okay. And Rob needs to resolve.
You
Gloria.
had one job.
Gloria needs to resolve a horror test as well.
Okay.
2 of the thing's fingers simply fall to the ground, leaving twitching bones behind. Test will, looking for 2 successes.
Well, it's 4, so I need 2, which I do not get. I get 1 success.
You and the zombie both stare in fascination as its newly denuded bones suffer 2 points of horror damage.
The bones do, or I do?
You do.
Oh. The
Shrieking
card
fit, become restrained, then discard this card. And also minor shock, which just goes to face down.
covered in pickaxes.
It's just screaming non-stop. Also in the game.
Yeah.
You've had to mute his mic.
Yeah, indeed.
What does restrain do?
You cannot move voluntarily. It only lasts for a turn, and I discard it.
You've got some weapons, haven't you?
I have shriveling and a lucky cigarette case.
Cool. It's over to us again.
I keep forgetting to use that. I can just swap it for... I can swap a clue thing for a success, can't I? I keep forgetting to do that. I must remember to... Well, we're only on turn 2, but, you know.
Yeah. Blake.
Sure, it'll be fine.
I think I should go give bang to one of these zombies.
Oh, I see. I'm yesterday's news already, am I?
Well, I can come help.
Kinky fast.
But, do you want me to help you, or do you want me to deal with the others?
No, it's fine. Deal with the other ones.
Fine.
He always says it in a way that makes it sound like he's doing me a fucking favour.
Fucking Blake, isn't it? So fucking Blake. Or fine, do you want me to stop them eating your face, really? Because if not, I've got other things I can
He
do.
makes it sound like saving my life is like the most unreasonable thing I can request.
I can always buy another trophy author.
Why are you looking at me?
Yeah. Literally, Agatha Christie
Because
is on mine
someone
too.
isn't combating.
He had one job, combat
I
butler.
literally had my hand reaching out for a shotgun and there was just this millionaire-shaped blur in the way.
I didn't trust you. Anyway.
Yeah.
I'm aware of that, sir.
Okay, I'm going to open fire on the zombie next to the shed.
Yep. What are you attacking with? The shotgun?
Yes.
I'll take it as class to the keyword firearm.
My newly found shotgun, which apparently is in perfectly mid condition.
Yeah.
You empty your weapon at the finger's centre of mass. Test agility, looking for 2 successes.
Okay, my agility is 4.
Okay, and you get...
Bloody hell.
Nice. Several shots catch your foe in the chest and it staggers backward. The monster suffers damage equal to the weapon's damage, then move the monster 1 space away from you. So what's the weapon's damage?
6.
I think that might be enough to pop him. He did.
Eat shit.
Nice.
Kabam!
You all laughed at me.
And we will continue to do
I
so.
stole
So
the shotgun from that butler.
I'm going to leave the zombie on the table because I feel like we might need more.
Yeah, I think you might be right there.
As your foe falls, you are surprised to find a string of numbers written in a neat hand on part of its exposed bone. Gain 1 clue.
47.
Okay, it's me and you, Rob.
All right.
I mean, I should probably pick up a weapon and I feel like maybe you should do the same.
I could, or I could hit this bastard with a spell and hope for the best. So let's do that.
You hit him with a shriveling spell, yeah?
Yeah.
Melt his face.
Yeah. So it counts as a firearm for some reason.
Spell, it'll be.
No, it's got.
Yeah, it means it's a ranged combat.
Oh,
You
it's
can use it at range
I see,
rather than
okay,
melee,
okay. Fair enough.
As you call upon the terrible energies needed to craft your curse, voices in your mind push you to reach for ever more power. Test lore, looking for 2 successes.
All right, 4 lore.
Bear in mind your special power, Rob.
Oh, I got a clue, by the way, because I didn't have any clues when I started the turn. And I'm an author, thus, apparently that follows. But I'll take it. I'll take it. Do you wake up in the morning sometimes and go, I've got no clue, and then suddenly you do?
I'm just happy I wake up in the morning sometimes, to be honest.
Jesus Christ.
This turned dark.
I'll just use my, what's it called? The special ability to convert that to a success. So I've got 2 successes.
Cool. You cackle gleefully as otherworldly energy erupts from your hands. The monster suffers damage equal to your test result. So that's 2, yeah?
2, yeah.
Then flip the shriveling spell and read the reverse.
Okay. The spell seems to resonate and echo within your mind. You direct the resonance at another foe. Suffer 1 face-down horror, then another monster within range suffers 3 damage. Is there any within range?
He's in range, yeah.
Yeah, I'll hit him with 3 damage as well then.
Okay.
In exchange for a face-down horror.
Do you want to do that? Yeah.
Well, I don't have a choice. It says suffer 1 face-down horror.
So 3 face-down. So 1 face-down horror and 3 points of damage on the other one, was it?
3 on him, yeah. Then discard this card and gain another shriveling spell.
Let's get that for you.
Cool, thank you.
So it'll be a different special effect next time.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool. That was pretty effective. And you still got a second action.
Can I hit him again?
You can. What do you want to hit him with? The same spell?
Yeah, I think that's fair enough. Drill him even harder.
Yeah.
I'm going to make your willy go away.
She's very good at that.
Oh, actually, it dropped off already. Never mind. I'll just... Your balls, I'll take them.
You mouth the words of the incantation and motes of light begin to appear on your body. Soon every pore radiates a blinding purple light and you struggle to maintain control of the power fighting to escape. Test will looking for 2 successes.
It's easy for you to say.
Test
All right,
what Tumblr impression?
Did you take announcing lessons from Tony the Tiger? We're looking for 2, yeah?
Yes.
Cool, 4 it is.
Great.
I'll spend the clue to turn that into 2 successes.
Cool. The light dims, bending to your will, and with a flick of your wrist, if you know what I mean, eldritch energy blasts towards your foe. The monster suffers damage equal to the spell's damage plus your test result.
5.
I think that might cook him.
I think so.
Yeah, he did. And flip the shriveling spell over and read the reverse side.
This spell works exactly as you expect, aside from all the blood. No additional effect. Then discard this card and gain another shriveling.
Okay, cool.
That works out well. It could have been a lot worse.
What did you do? Just write him to death?
Yeah. I wrote. What I did was, in front of him, I wrote a book where he died. And I've got magic books.
As your foe falls, you are surprised to find a string of numbers written in a neat hand on part of its exposed bone. Gain 1 clue.
0118999. Huh.
E14. What does it mean?
Everything.
Is anyone in need of a combat butler this turn?
No, but I do get to discard the restraints because I've used it and met its conditions.
Well, I'm going to do a trade action because I really feel I should help myself to some of these tools.
I think that's fair. Is it a trade action to trade with a shed?
It's to pick up items on the in that space.
Right, fair enough.
You might as well carry it all, mightn't you?
Might as well.
Or are you limited?
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Are you limited to how much you
What's
can...
wrong with you? You don't seem to understand how butlers work.
I mean, I can take them all, yes. Do you want me to take a shovel of pickups and a 4x2 with me?
Well, you can always go give it to
Charity?
Yeah.
I work courier service to you.
Yes.
Yeah. A South Korea service, I think we established.
I'm just going to go in like some sort of B&Q Rambo from now on.
Oh, I love the evolution of this character already.
I think your special things that you should, every time you fight a zombie, you should kill it with a different weapon.
I want the theme tune for Combat Butler to be the RoboCop theme played on a melodica.
Stop or we can't be on studio.
Yeah, just
Stop, we can't be on Spotify.
That's enough.
Yeah. So yeah, the 2x4 actually, it's not only a heavy weapon, but also as an action I can brace the board against the door and I can actually barricade the door to stop monsters chasing after us.
That could come in handy in the shed.
Yeah.
Outdoors.
And I've also got a pickaxe and a shovel.
Yeah, fair. We are in a graveyard.
Pickaxe is apparently a much better weapon.
Okay, I can believe that. It's got a pointy edge, whereas a shovel is kind of blunted at the
so
front.
if you want a shovel, I've got one.
It might be one of those kiddie shovels.
I think that's all of us done, isn't it?
I think so.
Wow.
Evil bastard face.
A loose, fluttering page covered in barely legible text catches Preston Fairmont's eye. Unable to resist, he reads, Preston Fairmont suffers 2 face-down horror. Law negates.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Is that what it says? A bit of paper?
Yes.
Preston Fairmont suffers 2 face-down horror. Law negates. See, my books are coming to life.
Yeah, but you know my law is shit.
Yep.
Oh, two successes.
Then flip one horror face up, but you don't have any yet.
Unreal.
Couldn't give a shit. Next question. Shows how little I read.
Indeed.
Oh, Butler.
The zombies just moved into the space with
all
the
of
butler
us.
in the middle.
This following horror test applies to all three of us.
Okay.
The dead creature emits a terrible moan. Test Will, looking for 2 successes.
Fucking traffic getting here.
Blake's got all the dice, so you might as well go first. Test Will, Blake.
1 success, unfortunately.
Fail. Can you pass me some dice, please, Blake?
Yeah.
I failed as well. Rob, would you like to test your will?
No, you just rolled
Gladly.
2 successes.
I rolled 1.
There's 2 there.
3 there. Out of 5.
All right, I'll take it.
You must have done at least
No,
2.
you rolled 2.
Did I? Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Do I
I
have to
think
do
I could
everything,
misrepresent
Butler?
mathematics, sir.
Yes, sir.
I've got a will of 4. 1 success. Oh, no, wait. I'll spend that too.
Okay, cool. So you ignore it as just another horror in a long list of things that should not be.
Fair.
I failed it, so what happens to me?
I've skipped that bit, so who cares?
Okay,
Let's go with, let's assume a face down horror, maybe.
probably.
See if I can put it up on my message log, actually.
Okay.
No, I can't.
There you can.
Maybe I can. Oh, yes. You would swear the thing is trying to say your name. Flip 1 horror face up, then suffer 1 horror. As if we really stuck.
Okay, I'll just suffer 1 horror then.
Preston Fairmont. It's me, Barry, from school. You seem to be doing well for yourself.
Weak-willed. Become mesmerised when flip this card face down.
Oh,
Okay.
Barry. I remember you from school. Life's not going so well for me, sir. Why are you calling me sir? I saw everybody else do it, and I'm very susceptible to peer pressure, sir.
Due to time, I think we can drop the formalities. You can call me sir.
Yeah. So I like the idea that you're just building up an entourage of a butler and a load of zombies who see people call you sir and just assume that's what's done.
Apparently, at the end of my turn, an alien will take control, and I have to flip this card.
An alien will what?
Take control of me. So I'm going to do something weird at the end of my turn.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
This should be fun, sir. Would you like me to apply a shovel to this zombie?
Yeah, or, well, go hog wild, Combat Butler. But the key's in the name, Combat Butler.
Yeah.
Very well, I shall bludgeon it with the pickaxe.
All right.
Good choice.
Nothing says successful battling like a pickaxe
Yeah.
in the gold rush
You
era.
jab your weapon at your foe's stomach, test strength, looking for 1 success. The strength is 3.
That was me thinking you'd swing it, but okay.
Oh, it's got pointy ends.
Your foe lurches backwards out of your reach. I was outspaced by a zombie.
Wow.
I'm going to go for that again, but this time I am going to use the pickaxe.
Right.
You drive your weapon into your opponent's chest and working your way towards the head of their and follow up with a series of swings to the head and shoulders.
There you go.
Test strength +1. The monster suffers damage equal to your test result.
All right.
That's more like it. Psycho Butler! Yeah, boy! I'll spend the clue token to bump up to 2 successes, which is enough to pop him.
Cool.
Well, you keep your job for now, Combat Butler.
Yeah. So far, you've met your brief. But
Thank you, sir. It's a good thing that dry cleaning is tax deductible.
Wait, what? Oh, that's good to know.
It's over to you guys.
Well,
Right.
that's dealt with the zombie apocalypse anyway.
Yeah, indeed. So that was good. So well done, guys. Check us out on iTunes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. I'm going to search this grave here because, you know, authors should be doing that.
This grave appears newer than the rest and has fresh flowers set by the marker. Spend an action to search.
Yeah, let's do that.
You take a closer look at the name on the gravestone and find no dates or epitaph. Only the name Walter Lynch has been carved into the stone. Gain 1 clue.
Yep.
And remove the marker.
All right. So I have a clue.
To serial numbers.
The graveyard is full
The
of...
name Walter
dead.
Lynch.
Right.
I wonder if there's a serial number that corresponds to a Walter Lynch. Or maybe I should just keep killing things.
I think thinking is above your station, Butler.
I don't pay you to be a thinking butler.
Although you are much better at reading than I am.
That really isn't very hard, sir.
Shut up.
Fight me.
Now we're talking.
I do have a gun.
I'm going to move Around the edge. I'm going to move around the edge of the tomb in the centre and work my way to the edge over by the other side.
Blake, that's just you to go, sadly.
Okay.
Now go sadly.
I'm going to go and have a look at this tomb in the centre of the
Strikes
graveyard.
boldly into the middle of a graveyard, leaving the blood-stained butler behind.
Thank you, butler.
This stone tomb dominates for yards. Spend an action to search.
Yeah, why not?
Inside, you find the tomb to be empty except for something strange. Gain the scribe's journal, common item.
Right.
Underneath the item, you find a lever hidden in a compartment.
Okay, I've got the scribe's journal, which effects cannot cause me to discard clues unless I choose to.
I thought you already had that, didn't you?
No, he was with power he passed up because he thought it sounded shit.
Yeah. But I got it anyway because money.
So I wrote this book where you got it, and just saying.
I can discard a face down horror as well because I gained an item.
Oh, yes, of course, you shopped yourself sane.
Yeah, because
I've done that before.
Because having things makes me happy.
fair,
I keep telling you, retail therapy is not a substitute for actual therapy.
No, to be fair, most of my podcast kit speaks to the fact that that's bollocks.
Yeah. It is possible to switch. So back to the lever, and we've discovered in the tomb. It is possible to switch it toward the north or the south, though the apparatus looks like it will cause a loud grinding sound. How does one tell by looking? It's an action, switch it north, and an action, switch it south. But I think you're out of actions now, aren't you?
Yeah, I've got to go mad now.
Oh, yes, of course, an alien will takes root.
So, let's see. Arcane danger. Knowledge has roots in dark and dangerous practices. You must consider which risks are worth taking. Apparently, I suffer one face-down horror unless I drop a spell, then discard this card. I don't have a spell, so I'm going to have to take a face-down horror.
Well, I guess so.
Oh, well. Back to square one.
It's really nice they came up with a game mechanic for a migraine, isn't it?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, somewhere on my Facebook is a series of updates after I get a migraine after playing Skyrim for 4 hours.
Yeah.
And I have no memory of posting any of them, and they are fucking hilarious.
Wow, nice. I find that with Facebook generally. I find I have very little memory to post anything.
It starts semi-lucid and I end up threatening to fuck a dragon in the pooper.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Drugs are bad, kids.
Yeah. In this case, it's paracetamol, though, surely. Even prescription drugs are bad, kids. Even over-the-counter drugs are bad, kids.
Just don't do it, buddy.
Don't do it. Just go natural.
I'm not.
Homeopathic.
No, you're using endorphins. Stop.
No.
Homeopathy or bust.
Anyway.
That's the end of that turn, isn't it?
Yeah.
That wasn't bad. We killed a few zombies.
Yeah.
Onwards.
And that was the original brief.
Yes, indeed. The
low growl is the only warning of the wild dog's approach. This Mythos event affects the investigator in an outdoor space with the lowest observation. My observation is 5.
4.
3.
Okay, attack plate.
It's attracted
The
to
mongrel
money.
is on you before you even see it, and its slavering jaws clamp first around your leg, then the arm you raise to protect yourself. How many jaws has it got? One good kick sends it away yelping, but your injuries remain. Suffer 2 damage, strength +1 negates.
Okay, that makes it 5.
Hang on a minute.
Yeah.
Did my Resident Evil board game come early to you? Because so far we've been attacked by zombies
Can we do a
and
game
dogs.
cost of that, please?
Yeah.
It's so good.
100%. I want to do more of these. That'd be good. Just finding the time to get them together. That's the ultimate thing. But I'm sure we can make it work.
That can be our goal for 2019.
That's
world domination.
Yeah, it's
I
good.
mean, we've already taken, what was it, Somalia?
Did you say two successes on
that
it?
went horribly. What?
2 damage will strength +1 negates.
I'll spend a clue to negate it.
Just to think the dog away.
Yeah, I'm good.
Killed him already.
He did.
I must not put him out.
Fair enough.
Only with the imminent threat defeated do you notice that the creature is dressed in a strange loose gown like a modified mortician sheet. Gain 1 clue.
That was you, I think.
It was me for bludgeoning it, yeah. So a mortician sheet, tattooed numbers and Walter Lynch. Those are our clues so far.
Okay.
Are
I got
we,
nothing.
so far, it sounds like we're in a zombie Holocaust movie.
In the 1920s.
In the 1920s,
So
which is a really good trick.
It's basically the same thing, but we can smoke indoors.
That's true. That's true.
And that's our turn.
All right.
We're going to have to go into the church at some point, aren't we?
Well, I was thinking next turn maybe see what that gravestone's all about and then open the door.
Okay. Well, do you want to go first? Because then I can always head around this way.
Yeah, fine. All right, so let's...
I'll go from the other side.
First, I'm going to look at this dead motherfucker.
A mound of fresh dirt does not match the aged grave marker. Do you want to spend an action to search?
Oh, maybe it's not a dead motherfucker. All right.
You attempt to push aside a large portion of the dirt, test strength. Roll 2 additional dice if you have the shovel common item.
I do not.
I do.
I have 2 strength, but
got some blood on it.
and that'll have to do. Oh, I can reset that back to normal.
Which is
now.
weird, seeing he's used the pickaxe.
Yeah. 1 success.
You scrape something hidden just beneath the dirt, but fail to uncover it. You can try again on your second action if you'd like.
Go on then.
So you're continuing to scrabble away like an author in the dirt, test some strength.
Wow, no successes whatsoever.
You scrape something hidden just beneath the dirt, but fail to uncover it, like an NPC who says the same thing again and again. Blake, do you want to go and help? You've got a shovel. Or should we need some dice?
You've got a shovel. Maybe you should help.
Okay, I'll bring the shovel over and I'll uncover this, and you can open the fucking chapel.
Fine.
Okay, we agree.
I've just killed a man, sir.
I shot a man in the face.
Yes, but I wasn't trained for this at butling school.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have applied for the job of combat butler.
I needed rent money, sir. Also a place to live and some trousers.
All of those things you've provided, except for one. I'm cold.
Right, okay, I'm going to dig it up as I've got the shovel, which is my strength plus 2 for the shovel is 5. So
nice. I like your odds.
Skit dug. Let's make that 2 successes, sure?
All right.
Threw him with a shovel, he barely did better than someone.
As the dirt falls away, you uncover a body buried only a foot under the ground and recognise it as one of the bodies reported missing several months ago. I do have a very good memory for dead bodies, so. With a creeping terror, you realise it's startlingly well preserved. Suffer 1 face-down horror. Will negates. My will is 3.
All right.
No, I'm good.
3 successes. Wow.
Shit up. As you shift dirt back over the corpse, you cannot help but notice a series of needle holes up and down its arms. Gain the forensic evidence, unique item, and 1 clue.
Gain the person loves smack, unique item, and love some smack.
Who don't, right?
Become Moorish.
Yeah, I've heard it's Moorish. That's as far as I'll go.
Okay, that's me done.
All right, then.
So it's up to employer to
Massa.
Do you want to play with the lever or do you want to come and open this door?
Oh, I'm going to open the door. I think the lever is going to be important when we know more about it.
This side door leads to the chapel. You hear a loud clattering from within. Do you want to explore?
Yeah, why not? Nothing says clattering like a horde of zombies.
Yeah, fair.
It's an excuse I've given to many women.
Seems weird. I'll be honest. Yeah.
I mean, yes.
Yeah.
The chapel is simply decorated, covered in a thick layer of dust and filled with worn furniture. The floor vibrates lightly and you hear a low mechanical hum coming from below the floor. Someone stands in the centre of the room holding a bloodied scalpel. Several detached limbs lay at her feet. What did Emma set it to again? What did Emma set it to again? The woman mumbles to herself. Northeast, northwest, southwest, southeast. I'm sure she wrote it down in her journal. Spawn a witch as indicated.
Ooh.
God, that's something to do with the lever, I'm guessing.
I'm guessing so, yeah. It's annoying that it doesn't say which way it currently points. Maybe it'll open up options.
It's in the middle and it can go north. Sorry, it's in the middle, it can go north or south at the moment.
Yeah. But I wonder if it might open up with more options as we find more stuff.
Hopefully.
That'd be nice.
Looking back at the pulled back rug, you realise that the woman is standing over a trapdoor.
Should we stay away from it?
Yeah, she's a fool if she dares.
An old necklace has been left on the dusty floor. Or alternatively, a dusty necklace has been left on the old floor. Depends how you look at it, really.
Could be one I have both. ¿Por qué no las dos?
Stop swiping, swiper.
A crumpled ball of paper lies on the floor. Several old books have been piled on an altar. Something has been hastily shoved into a side table drawer. A door leads deeper into the chapel. Just goes on like this. A door leads out the front entryway of the chapel. The chapel's heavy pews could be useful if pushed up against the doors.
Good to know.
Okay, well, this mystery is deepening.
Yeah.
I'm not sure he's a real millionaire, you know.
I'm not convinced. Where's your...
Just because I've never paid you.
You may move one space into the area for free, Blake.
Are your checks post-dated?
I think I'll hang back.
Would you like me to kill the woman for you, sir?
Burn the witch.
Would you like me to kill the woman for you, sir?
If you wish.
You will have to specify which one, sir.
Oh, bollocks.
No, she hasn't irked me as much as she normally does. Just
Fair.
kill the witch.
Is that all of us done?
Yeah, I believe it is.
Cryptic shapes loom in the shadows. This mythos event affects each investigator in a space containing darkness, which is
Nobody.
Cool. A shambling figure become visible in the night. One hand thrust from a shallow grave as a creature claws its way from the ground. Okay, so the witch exits the chapel into the graveyard with us and attacks the investigator with the lowest strength. I have a strength of 3.
4.
Fuck.
Okay, I think that means Rob.
Yep.
Okay. The witch gestures and an intricate series of symbols appear glowing in the air. As they grow larger and larger, you realise they have formed a maze of shimmering blue fire around you. Suffer 3 face-down damage, 3 face-down damage, law negates.
Oh, I've got a law of 4. Bring it, bitch. Right, so I'm going to spend my cigarette case to turn one of those into a success, so I get 2.
Okay, so that's 1 point of damage then.
Okay.
Face down.
Okay.
Quite badly burnt.
Not the blue fire, but I have an orange coat.
He gets a shift on for a zombie.
Yeah.
Bloody hell, yeah.
You move like 3 squares.
And this zombie attacks the investigator with the lowest observation. My observation is 5.
4.
3.
Okay. Zombie attacks Preston Fairmont. The corpse shuffles forward and its limbs flail in your direction with sharp broken nails. Suffer 2 damage, agility +1 negates.
Okay, that would make my agility 5. Papa needs less bite marks. 2 successes.
All right.
Okay, so we need to all 3 of us get this horror test against the zombie.
Okay, okay.
The corpse's head turns in your direction, its milk-white eyes empty of humanity. Suffer 2 face-down horror, will negates.
Hang on, how has it turned to all 3 of us? Oh my god.
Go, Blake.
My will is free.
We need our t-shirt. My will is 3.
1 success.
Okay, so it's 1 point of face-down horror damage.
Okay. Had to get me some more things.
Blake, can you pass me 3 dice, please? 1 success. So it's 1 for... I've finally taken some damage. I've done pretty well.
Check you out. What was the stat I'm rolling against, sorry?
Will.
Will, so 4.
Blake's hogging the dice if you're looking for him.
1 success.
Okay, so it's 1 success.
All right.
If you suffer 1 or more horror, you see the faces of your loved ones in your mind's eye, similarly transformed. Flip 2 horror face up.
All right.
I've got minor shock. One goes back face down.
Okay. I've got minor shock goes face down, and minor shock goes face down.
And I've got minor shock goes face down. And minor shock goes face down.
All right.
And it's back to us. Would you like me to bludgeon the woman for you, sir?
Take your pick. I feel like we're surrounded by bastards.
Yeah, we are a little bit surrounded by bastards.
I mean, I can do a trade action to give someone a weapon, but we'll have to pass an evade test.
I think we should just use the weapons we've got.
If you're good with that.
I'm good with that.
Sure,
You're the shriveling spell, so it's been pretty good for me so far.
All right, cool. Well, I shall turn my pickaxe on the woman's head.
All right.
I feel like she's possibly the most dangerous.
The witch, right? Just checking.
The pickaxe is a heavy weapon.
Shocker.
You whirl your body around, weapon outstretched. As you come around, you release the weapon, launching it towards your enemy. I'm not very good at being a combat butler, sir.
So you thought you'd disarm yourself.
Test agility, looking for 2 successes. 2 dice, 2 successes needed. Oh, yes!
Wow, nice.
You got lucky, combat butler.
I am a combat butler, like my father before me.
So be it.
How? I made up the role.
So be it. Combat butler.
The weapon catches the figure in the chest, throwing it to the ground, and you walk over to reclaim your makeshift missile. The monster suffers damage equal to the weapon's damage plus your test result for an almighty 5 damage.
Wow.
She did.
Wow, that was fucking hell.
Rampage! Shall I take a swing at the zombie as well, sir?
Yeah, why not?
I'll keep that pickaxe going because it's the highest statted weapon I have.
Yeah.
Bean.
You and your opponent wrestle for control of your weapon. It's outwitted me, sir. Test strength, looking for 2 successes.
No, that's about lucky that time.
It's all I can do to maintain my grip, sir. Help, sir.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
That's me tapped. So it's over to you guys.
You want to go first?
I can do some gunishment if you like.
Do some gunishment, and then I'll do some shriveling.
Okay. I'll try and help the combat butler out by opening my shotgun at him.
I feel like I'm in the blast radius, sir.
Well, you should have thought about that.
No, you're not the one with the cane, don't forget.
That's
actually,
true.
as we've placed them, you're safe.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, he's fine.
Okay, so will you use a machete or a shotgun?
I'll use the shotgun, please.
Okay. On the zombie in the same space as us, yes?
Yeah.
That is one I'd recommend. Your foe smiles cruelly and flaunts its deadly power. You strive to maintain your composure in the face of a display. Test will, looking for 2 successes.
Do zombies do that often?
In this game, they do.
Apparently.
Will is free.
What are you going to do, eh? Oh, my arm fell off.
2 successes.
You calmly raise your weapon and fire dead on. The monster suffers damage equal to the weapon's damage plus your test result.
8 damage.
He did.
It's really good that you know how shotguns work in mint condition.
Yeah.
Though it disgusts
You've got a
you
Walmart tag
to
on
look
it.
closer at the fallen body, you cannot help but notice its extremities are covered in surgical incisions that have been neatly stitched back together.
Huh.
And shall I shoot the other one?
Entirely up to
There's
you.
nothing stopping you.
Except, you know, my thunder. No, that's fine. You go ahead.
You firing with a shotgun, or are you running into a church?
I'll do it. You
I
can
think
go
you'll
in and do
die.
job.
I think it's fair enough that in a combat situation, your first instinct would be kill all the things. So
Yeah.
go ahead.
So
And if you fail-
maybe a combat butler I am today. So.
Indeed.
Also, you're a bit more hurt than I am.
That is true. I have taken more damage than you.
Physically and emotionally.
Yeah.
Go on then.
We don't
I
joke
shoot
about
the
that.
zombie in the face.
We do. All the time.
You swallow your fear and hold your weapon in steady hands. Test will, looking for 2 successes.
them mixed up. I raised my first steady hands and swallowed
2
my weapon.
successes.
You line up a shot and pull the trigger. If a monster suffers damage equal to a weapon's damage.
6.
You did.
Nice. Nicely done.
Though it disgusts you to look closer at the fallen body, you cannot help but notice its extremities are covered in surgical incisions that have been neatly stitched back together.
Wow.
Okay.
There's a theme here.
Good on
Yes.
the clue front.
You author things.
Yes.
Sorry,
All right.
Graham.
I'm going to...
I got carried away in all the excitement. Man.
That's fine. I'm going to walk into this area here.
Millionaire
Into the chapel.
and butler boy.
And I'm going to... Remind me what was on the thing nearest the door?
The one nearest you
Yeah.
is several old books piled on an altar.
I
The
like
one at
books.
the other side of the room is something hastily shoved into a drawer.
I love shoved. No, I'll have a look at the books.
Okay.
Bloody love books.
You find that one of the books is written in a language that compels you to keep reading even after you have tried to stop. Test will, blind successes.
So 4. This will tap back out, right? To the
Yeah, would have done, yeah.
3 successes. Book.
Tearing your eyes away from the book, you see another in the stack. It contains powerful arcane knowledge. Gain the Feed the Mind spell.
Yeah, boy. Thank you.
And then wipe that marker.
All right.
Wub.
Okie dokie. So
Is
then
that all
I've
of us
got
done?
one more action, one more movement, sorry. So I'm going to move over to the drawer for next turn to go looting. Basically, I'm looting. Is my
It's not
thing.
looting if they're already dead.
It's an investigation as
So
well.
this is only my first day and you've made me kill 2 people.
It was in the resume.
They're not people.
That's not how resumes work.
All right, it was in the job description.
I don't want to see that resume now. Man available for butlering position. Dislikes combat, killing precisely 2 people.
He's okay with one.
Yeah, 1 people's fine.
A patch of deadly cold air blows around Gloria Goldberg, stealing her breath and cracking her joints. Gloria Goldberg suffers 2 damage, strength negates.
Strength against.
I think she's got some
2
brittle
again.
bones or something.
I think so. Mad arthritis. I'll flip that to a success.
Yep.
2 successes.
Cool. Then she flips 2 horror face up.
Oh, come on. Why? Nothing happened.
Come mad.
Minor shock, face down. Minor shock, face down.
Cool.
So they stay face down.
Just, when you've got a larger deck, you pull one out and then it goes back in and you shuffle it and then you pull a second one, so you
Okay.
can pull the same one
To be
twice.
fair, yeah, I've got
Yeah.
3.
It's okay. It's
2 in 3 chance of
Yeah.
pulling it anyway, so I think it's better.
Yeah, I was just saying, so when you've got a larger deck, that makes a difference.
Okay.
The front of a chapel is beset by a walking corpse. Well, of course it is.
A walk-in corpse, like a fridge.
Yeah. Me and Blake are going to have to take a horror test against that zombie.
Oh,
It's
okay.
miles away.
That's not, it's in range. The thing's tattered lips flap as if it was attempting to speak. I've got a podcast. Says Will, looking for 2 successes.
I just point out I've got 3. So. To the zombie, I mean, if I was there,
Yeah.
which I'm
You
not.
remind yourself it is dead and trying to kill me. That'll be handy. Blake, test Will, looking for 2 successes.
Okay, that's 3, please. I'm going to use my gambler's dice to re-roll those.
Okay.
Two of
Go
those
up on
dice.
those and reroll those 2. Okay. Never tell me the odds.
1 success.
You wonder what this poor person's last words were. Flip 3 horror face up, then suffer 1 face down horror.
Okay.
Maybe these needs leaving.
Minor shock. Steely resolve. Become focused and flip this card face down.
Could have pulled minor shock twice.
I've got 3 horror face up, so I can pull it.
Yeah, you do 1, put it back in, shuffle it around, and pull it
Okay.
again.
And minor shock again.
Yeah, and last time.
Steely resolve.
Okay,
Right
cool.
on.
You could have pulled it twice, just saying.
Can you become focused
Mega
once?
focus.
Yeah.
Mega
It's
focus.
just a zombie just gets really
We see how
close up.
Blake's A-level results went there, didn't we? There you go, mega focus. It's basically mecha clue.
Okay.
Okay, and we're back in the game.
All right. I might as well kick us off for this one.
Yeah, please do.
So I'm going to search the side table drawer.
Okay. Opening the drawer, you find something odd. Can gain the Tome of Horrors common item, then
Now we're
discard
talking.
the search token.
Nothing ever sounded bad that had the word horrors in it.
Oh yeah, I needed a face down horror from earlier as well.
Oh, yeah.
Second action, Rob? Gloria, however you like to be called.
Yeah, Rob's fine. That's her being in.
Yeah.
I'm in kayfabe now. I will move over to the other corner, ready to search there
Yeah.
too.
Okay. Blake, do you want to blast for a zombie or do you just want to leave him to chase us later?
Yeah, he can catch up. I'm going to, because I've got lost half my sanity already, I'm going to go pick up this Holy Cross and lose one of my sanity points.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, pick up the cross then. And you heal 1 point of sanity because you've... Yeah. The whole idea of a millionaire healing sanity damage by acquiring things, I feel like acquiring something by breaking into a church and stealing a crucifix isn't quite in the spirit of... Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah, it kind of exactly is.
Right, well, I guess I should try and help in some way.
Yeah, from outside, right?
What?
You moved the wrong guy again.
I didn't move.
Oh,
Moved the wrong guy. Okay, maybe it's not just...
Sorry, sir, we're just so interchangeable.
Yeah, basically, I'm all right because I'm the one with tits, so I'm fine.
Well, the way I can see it, I have 2 options. In this turn, I can either go and try and open that trapdoor in the middle of a chapel, or I go into a chapel and barricade the door with that pew.
I like the barricade idea.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Let's go full George Romero while we're here.
All right.
You don't tell him what to do. Okay, that door.
She tells me what to do.
Yeah. There's a chain of command, God damn it.
Yeah. I didn't put the advert. You're not the one who put the advert on read.
And ironically, I did not read it.
No.
The air begins to shimmer with heat. The shimmer becomes a glow, enveloping Carson Sinclair. Ooh. Carson Sinclair suffers 3 face-down damage. Observation negates.
It's annoying that a fire extinguisher doesn't negate, considering it's a fire. Imagine if real fire extinguishers work that way. That'd be stupid.
I'll take the 2 points of damage.
That's the sound of him burning a bit.
Yeah.
I'll take the 2 face-down damage.
Okie dokie.
What smells like burning old man?
3 damage face. Flip my damage face up. So
Burning
first
human.
one face up is minor injury. Flip face down. Minor injury. Flip face down. Minor injury. Flip face down.
Okay.
Cool. So I'm okay. It's just a series of small burns across my genitals. So
I don't pay to use those.
Yeah. That's what the author's for.
It's true. He does empty his balls into me. I wrote a book about it, so it happened. I'm never going to forget that she has magic books, right?
I'll never forget the day she met. She wrote a book, and then I was all suddenly her wife, her husband.
All right.
back to us.
All right.
Some say she married me for my money. She was right.
We all married you for your
that.
We all married you for your money, so.
I'm happy. I went first last time, so I'm happy to go later.
What would you like me to do, sir? Would you like me to barricade the other door?
No, I was thinking of going and look on the other side. What is the question mark over there? Sorry,
Mine.
A crumpled ball of paper lying on the floor.
I use paper. I'm an author. To be fair, you are a millionaire.
Well, I'll go look
mind.
outside on the other side. If obviously you're all right to look at the paper.
Like, to be fair, if the paper argument works for authors, it works for millionaires better.
Well, yeah. I mean, I can't use my money to influence the paper. So.
Totally not, no. But at the same time, you do
mentally carry... of Blake just trying to bribe like a red and black folder.
Tell me, thing.
Tell me, Tom.
Okay, so you're opening the side door, yeah?
Yeah. I've still got one movement left.
All right, then. Noted.
The basement is quite dark. That was worth waiting for, wasn't it?
All that set up.
A rickety shelf sits at the bottom of the stairs.
It teleports in because you keep hitting the microphone. It sounds like the
Bloody
TARDIS.
things. There's a box of papers against the wall.
What's the doctor doing here?
An old book has been left in a bucket.
An old wok?
Or book, sorry.
Book.
It book.
A wet book.
A small lockbox has been placed on the shelf.
It lockbox.
An old door leads to the root cellar. You move one space into the explored area for free. That must be where they keep all the roots.
Yep, I've got my kerosene
I keep
lantern
mine
out.
above ground because I'm an idiot.
We're looking for... Oh, she said something about points of a compass, didn't she?
Yes, she
So we're
did,
looking
yeah.
for some kind of guidance. We found a lever which can either be north or south, but by the time we need it, it will be surrounded with zombies.
I wonder if there are two.
One north, south, one east, west.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that. But we need to find the journal, she said, didn't she?
Yes.
Yeah, the journal will have the answer then. So,
Yeah.
There was some paper on the floor.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's
don't
on the
think
floor. It's outside where we started.
Mm.
So all that butler had it before he ran away like a massive fucking coward butler.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, he wasn't a combat butler.
No, he
No.
bloody wasn't, was he, sir?
Be grateful for what you have, sir.
I think I've gone a bit mad.
Well, killing two people will do that to you, especially when one's a zombie.
Makes you want to Rolo, doesn't it?
It does.
I mean, sure. Most things do.
Yeah.
Or a boost. I like boosts.
Boosts are underrated.
Other
Yeah.
chocolates available.
But maybe not in
all of
America.
Not all of it's underrated.
Are they available in Uganda, Brad?
I don't know. I've never been invited over there yet.
No, we're hoping for Celebration Uganda.
Yeah, that'd be amazing, wouldn't it?
Be good? Yeah. You can imagine, like, that's a surreal a memory there.
I think we should...
Memory? That's not how that works.
Maybe we should petition Disney to do that.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Just so you can get the pull and,
Yeah.
We can... Is it going to end up as being warlords, isn't it?
Not everything has to, all right? Every damn time.
Star warlords. Yeah.
Right, that I could... do you know what, actually, based on the name, fine, let's do it.
Yeah. Well, you can't not with that name.
Yeah. So much gold. Okay. Blake, is that you finished your activation?
I moved one in for free. I'm going to finish off my second movement and go there.
Okay.
I don't believe I can do anything else.
Okay. What would you like me to do, man?
Are you asking me?
Well, there's a bizarre bylaw of being a combat butler. As soon as your master's in the basement, you have to take orders from a second in command.
Oh, right. It's just this is the 1920s.
Yes.
I can barely vote. I still feel like you might just do your
Maybe
own
I should
thing.
ignore the silly woman.
What about the...
You have to shout. You're in the basement. We can't hear you.
What about the trap door?
Well, I was going to say, I can go and examine that piece of paper, but I feel like the author's got her eye on that.
I do. I could use it for my next book. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah,
let's see what's in my next book. My next book is about...
Crumple ball of paper, so an action searching that. You try to peel apart the crushed paper without ripping it. Test agility.
What's it made of? Fucking... Oh. Agility's 3, so I'll do a backflip while I'm... 2 successes. I can change that to 3, to be honest.
Do you want to?
Yeah, I might as well. There doesn't seem to be anything else going on.
You unfurl the paper. Why settle for bringing back the dead when the process creates so much additional energy? If this surplus could be harvested, the raw power could open new planes of knowledge. Though it has been painstaking perfecting my brother Walter's research, I finally see an end in sight. Gain the conclusive evidence unique item and a clue.
All right. Nice. Conclusive.
I don't feel very concluded, Mum.
No. Well, maybe we have to examine that evidence. We haven't really been doing that with the unique items, but we always do. Normally. Thank you. Does it yield anything, so, having a look at this conclusive evidence?
I don't believe so. No, it does not.
No? Okay, fine.
Okay, second action?
Second action, I will... Do you know, actually, maybe it is worth having a look at the other... I have a sense that
the porch,
the other thing might be outside. The other compass thing might be outside. So I'm going to open that door there.
Okay. The chapel's musty porch is mostly empty. A few worn pieces of furniture dot the room and cobwebs cling to the corners of the ceiling.
All right.
A desk has been pushed against one of the walls.
Okay.
Though old, some of the furniture here is still quite sturdy. In a pinch, it could be pushed up against the door. You then move one space into the explored area for free. Well, I guess I'll just fuck myself.
As you're right.
Am I needed anywhere?
I just feel like he said, they're gone. I can finally do what benefits me.
I could barricade him in the basement.
You two, I'll give you such a pinch.
I am a combat and dickhead bowler.
Well, you're going to get a zombie push through the your flimsy barricade in a minute anyway.
Yeah.
I do wish you wouldn't deride my barricades. I work very hard at them. That papier-mâché kept the ants out. So.
Well, there's the... as I said, there's a trapdoor. Can you access that?
I'm asking what's the best... Is it better me heading down to the basement because there's a lot of stuff in the basement and I have that special ability where on my turn I can let someone else take an action. So if I go and assist Sir in the basement, on my turn you can do another action.
Just sounds like code when you say that.
If I could go down...
Fine, come and assist Sir in the basement.
If I could go and wank Sir off in the cellar.
Come on then, down you go.
Is that okay with everyone? Does it
a
valid use of a special skill?
It does.
Yeah.
Which I mean clenching and unclenching.
Come on then, down you go in more ways than one.
Unbidden, the terrible things that you have seen rise up from your memory where they were safely locked away.
It's just
Each
my
investigator
dick.
flips 2 horror face up. I've only got 1 and it's minor shock, so that's quickly resolved.
Right. Minor shock.
Jim
I have a
Manshaw.
sense I have 3. How did yours go, Blake?
Imagine a
Minor
doctor
shock.
diagnosing it like that.
It says discard 1 clue, but
You
because I've
could have
got
won.
the scribe's journal, I'm choosing not to.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, fair.
See, power's not so useless, is it?
And Steely Resolve, I become focused, but I already am focused.
Yeah, it's hard to
so-
become focused twice.
Yeah. Mega focus.
My brain implodes.
A living, breathing man runs shouting through the graveyard. I know you are here somewhere, Emma. What did you do with my brother's body? I will make you and everyone else here pay. The man has dark red stains on his shirt and an axe in his hands. Spawn a maniac, as indicated. Then each investigator in an outdoor space suffers 2 horror. None of us are in an outdoor space, so we're
Zombie
okay.
does, though.
Oh my god. Ooh,
Oh,
shit.
Jesus.
It's a maniac. I don't think we're hampered by YouTube.
This guy looks like a Steel Town girl on a Saturday night looking for the fight of her life.
Yes, he
Do
has
that.
no. Yes, he has no bananas. A shambling figure becomes visible in the night. One hand thrusts out from a shallow grave as a creature claws its way from the ground.
This gravekeeper here is fucking useless. Everybody's great at Doug Shallow. Wanker. Hey? I don't know.
Just going to try and bring down the barricade. Blake, you rolled 2 dice, please.
Any 2. Ooh, bollocks.
Maybe I shouldn't roll too well.
Maybe you should barricade better. sir.
It was
That
your
was you.
barricade.
Maybe you should shut the fuck up. sir.
He's
I've seen
moved,
some shit.
he's moved into aggro butler again.
Mm.
It's weird anime. It doesn't catch on.
He's going to become Tank Butler if he doesn't shut up.
Maniac charges in and attacks Gloria.
Oh, what?
There's a door there.
Yeah, but what means, why is he going for the zombies?
Maybe he's looking for that woman who was shouting at him in his back. He is a maniac.
But I'm an old woman.
What?
All right, fair, whatever.
What do you want from me?
I don't know.
Just love and support.
Fine.
I think we killed the woman.
Let's go with that.
Yeah, maybe not the best thing
That
to
was
do.
my kill, you bastard.
The maniac draws a sharp knife and jumps on you, trying to overpower you through main force and stab you repeatedly. Suffer 3 damage, strength negates.
This ain't going to go well. I've got 2.
This should go well.
No, that's the opposite. 1 success.
1 point of damage. Oh, 2 points of damage.
2 points. Okay, I'm a little bit worse for wear.
Yeah, you're fine. Blow to the head, become dazed and flip this card face down. Demoralizing injury, suffer 1 additional face down horror, then flip this card face down. How are you doing on your damage front? We should have
Not
brought a doctor.
Great. I've got 4 face down horrors and 5 face down damage, I think. Yeah, 5. I can take 7.
Okay.
I'm not doing terribly. Apparently tea's ready in the Japanese garden.
I can't wait to hear this back. So I'm in with their headphones on. The zombie attacks Gloria as well. A shambling thing suddenly rushes forward, its teeth black with blood, suffer 3 damage, agility +1 negates.
3. 4. It's not great, I won't lie. I can spend 1 clue to make
What's
that.
your damage at the moment?
Damage is 5.
It's going to hit 7 and then pop them, isn't it? So
Either way,
you
yeah.
need to save your clue token. Yeah,
All right.
an injury card.
Injury card it is. So I scrub these, right?
Yeah, so your health wipes back down to 0.
So I've taken 7 damage, which means I wipe back down to 0 and take a permanent injury.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hit 7 again, then we're in the shit.
Okay. Can't move more than once. Siege roll.
If someone needs to go and assist Gloria because she can't do anything by herself.
I can get shriveling. I just can't defend myself. And unfortunately, I've been attacked by an axe-happy troutman. Or whatever.
Horror tests. You have to do a horror test against
Everything.
a zombie.
Okay.
A harsh scraping gasp seems to emerge from the corpse's chest. It might be simply gases escaping. which is possibly worse, or perhaps the remnants of a shambling corpse's final screams. Suffer 2 horror will negates.
Spend that to make it 2 successes then.
It's over to us. Do you think we should go and assist her? Or shall I go and assist her while you continue digging in the basement?
I think someone needs to keep looking. So, I mean, I'm happy to keep looking.
You've got the torch. That makes sense for you to look. And you've got a shotgun. You can defend yourself.
I can't reach out with my move of 2. I can't run out there and attack. You could run out there and hit that zombie.
I can't because the shotgun's only got a range of 1 and it's 2 squares away.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I might as well go and just stand near the door and go, Butler. Well, I could double move and at least soak some of the damage.
Yeah.
Okay, if you're happy to do that.
I'm not really, sir, but it is actually part of the job description.
This one literally is a thing I'm supposed to do.
Yeah, well, it is on the resume.
Not as any other duties as required by your line manager bullshit.
Yeah. No, I did write human shield written on the
No,
job
sir, it says you must soak damage in the event of zombie uprising.
Okay, I'll give you that one, sir.
You all laughed at my weird specific clauses.
Hello, Mum, I'm here for you.
All right.
It's over to you 2.
All right.
If you could shrivel them before it does happen.
Yeah, I might do that,
I'll let you do that first.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to attack the zombie.
How very fucking gracious of you, sir.
Attack the maniac first, because he seems the biggest threat. Sorry? I'm going to use shriveling.
Yep, okay. You try to sound your way through the alien words, test lore, looking for 2 successes.
All right. 4. I get a clue token back because it's the start of a new turn, but I've just noticed that actually I have days, so I shouldn't have been able to spend that clue token. Did I spend 1?
You didn't. In the end, did you? Okay. So just hit the damage.
I know, so that flips back to usable. It's 4 will. I'll spend that then to make it a success. Spend the cigarette case to make it.
You are struck with sudden and blasphemous understanding, and you no longer mimic sounds but shout the invocation with keen purpose. The monster suffers damage equal to your test result plus 1, so it's 2 points of damage.
2. All right.
Yeah, it's got 4 hit points remaining, and flip over shriveling and read the reverse.
Okay. You feel for a moment as if the strange bores and lesions have taken hold within your brain. Suffer 1 face down horror, then discard this card and gain another shriveling spell. So I have a remaining. I can take 2 more horror and then I'm fucked.
We need to be protecting Gloria better. Rob.
Yeah. No, Gloria's fine.
I know.
My weekend name.
Second action?
I think I'll shrivel the zombie as well then.
Yeah?
Yeah. Shriveling.
You reckon? Because you might be able to kill the maniac and it's only 1 person attacking.
That's a good point. Let's do that.
Yeah. I'm not telling you what to do, but...
No, that's fine. I think that's a perfectly reasonable plan.
Shriveling on the maniac?
Yes.
You bring the heels of your palms together and draw them back, a ball of glowing energy coalescing in your hands.
Okay.
You speak the words to power the curse, just lore looking for 2 successes.
Anomaly. Successes.
You thrust your hands forward and energy streams from them. The monster suffers damage equal to the spell's damage plus your test result.
5.
Then move the monster 1 space away from you, but I think he's going to pop. He did.
Nice.
As the man crumples to the floor, the axe slips out of his hands. Place the axe common item in the space with the maniac. And then flip your shriveling spell.
Okie dokie. As you lower your hands, you see a putrid sore on your palm. Suffer 1 face down damage, then discard this card and gain another shriveling. That is quite tempting to pick up.
I mean, you don't have any other weapons.
No, another shriveling. Yeah, I say that's all I've got in terms of. Thank you.
Blake, what are you doing in the basement while the rest of us are dying in your honour?
Tonight.
Counting my money.
What are you doing, Blake?
So to begin with, what's this in front of me?
I know it's dark, sir, but fucking hell.
Is it a dagger I see before me?
Fucking hell, a literary reference from Blake.
I know.
Wow.
He must have had it read to him once.
Yeah. Did you do it at school, did you?
Did the teacher read it? Did the teacher read it, or did they let you take it in turns like a big boy?
I Are we talking about reading?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, he used to a Shakespeare quote. I was wondering where you learned it from.
Jesus Christ, but you made that sound dark fast.
Okay, that is a rickety shelf you're looking at. Is the handle turned towards your hand?
And what's over?
The far corner of the cellar.
Yeah.
Is an old book and some blueprints in an old bucket, and the other icon is a box of papers against the wall.
I think I'm going to have a look at the book.
Yeah, it's a good shout. I was going to say it might be
the notebook. Yeah.
A old book and some blueprints left in a bucket.
Yeah, I doubt it's the notebook, unless it's the blueprint that's the script.
You pull the book from your old container. The inside of a cover notes its owner as Emma Lynch. The blueprints look like some sort of machine, though you've never seen anything that resembles its shape. Gave me old journal unique item and one clue.
Oh, cool.
Thank Christ.
Millionaires don't believe in God. Maybe they do. I don't even know. I don't know any.
Give me clue, bitch.
Then discard the search token. An investigator holding the journal may read it by interacting with it in the app.
No, so that's the one we interact with.
Okay, but that's your turn then, unless you want to use your last movement point.
Yeah, I'm going to move into here. So I'm as far away from danger as possible, and then I'll read the book in the corner.
I hate you so much. So.
All right.
That's all of us done, isn't it?
Yep.
What happened? I was out of breath.
Indeed.
Carson Sinclair's limbs are wrenched into impossible angles by an impossible force. This is the worst first day ever. Carson Sinclair suffers 4 damage. Strength +1 negates. That's 4.
What caused that?
2 points of damage.
Oh.
Is thirst for justice. Become righteous when flip this card face down, and minor injury goes face down.
Righteous minor. Blame Thatcher, then flip this card face down.
Well, he does have a pickaxe, I guess.
Once per round, you may convert a magnifying glass to an elder sign. When you suffer 1 or more horror, discard this card.
I hope you know the episode's going to be called Combat Butler, by the way. It's plainly the running theme.
No, I should have barricaded that space.
Not my house.
Run down. Attacks. The zombie attacks one of us who's got the lowest agility. My agility is 2.
3.
It's for me then. Yeah, it's worth doing, wasn't it? I'm going to dice. The corpse staggers towards you, its arms wide, test agility, looking for 1 success. Nope. You duck under the thing's grasp and escape, but feel a twinge in one of your muscles. Flip 1 damage face up. Man, if it just keeps making me more righteous, the more I get poked by them, that'd be fucking amazing.
How dare you?
Minor injury.
Yeah.
There's a lot of zombies in the church, so. Rob and I have a horror test to do against the zombie.
Uh-oh.
Scared you.
The disgusting, rotting scent of a corpse strikes you like a physical force. Test strength, looking for 2 successes.
Well, fuck. Right, 2. 1 success.
Okay.
Oh, actually, that doesn't matter.
The disgusting smell clings to your throat and you can taste burned hair and rotting meat. Suffer 1 horror and become stunned. Is that enough to pop you?
Nope, still got 1 left. Also, I have the Time of Horrors. When you suffer 1 or more horror while resolving a horror check, gain 1 clue.
Haven't you lost your dazed, by the way?
Yes. I should have. That's it.
Okay, so Dave's gone. What else was it you needed?
Stunned.
And a clue.
I haven't got the clue. Okay.
Did you pick up the clue, yeah?
Yes. No, I didn't pick one up. Because I was going to spend it and I realised I didn't have any partial successes. It was all fails otherwise.
That's what the job centre said. So.
Yes.
I've got a strength of 3 to roll, so
okay.
Toss the dice.
Yeah. I'm sure I can manage that.
I'm fine, sir.
Oh, well, lovely. Oh, wonderful.
And that's back to us.
All right.
Would you like me to bludgeon this monster to death, man?
Sure.
Okay, I'll get my pickaxe.
Good hope.
Either dab hand with that pickaxe.
Indeed, yes. That's why you hired him. It's a bit of the interview that really stood out.
It is why you hired.
It's that ass, if I'm honest. Combat Butler's got a
You
mighty
swing
finesse.
with a powerful downward angle, attempting to crush your foe. Test strength, looking for 2 successes.
Butler.
The figure sidesteps a swing and strikes you as you heave your weapon back off the ground, suffer 1 face-down damage.
Let me see if I've got this right. The butler couldn't hit a zombie fast enough that it actually sidestepped and attacked him. Fuck Butler.
No.
You can see why Lambert got rid of you.
No. Combat Butler. Not fuck
Combat Butler.
He's not a fuck Butler.
Not today.
Oh, I shall attack with my pickaxe again.
I know he's got... Hit him with your buttlecock.
That was just my nickname at school.
Oh.
As you close with your enemy, you attempt to bash it with the butt of your weapon. Why? To strength, looking for 2 successes.
So he's holding the sharp bit and swinging the handle.
Your foe stumbles backwards from the impact. The monster suffers damage equal to your test result +1, which is 3.
Okay.
And test result +1, so that's 3 points of damage.
Cool.
All right, he's got 2 hit points remaining. That's the best I can do, Mum.
All right, I'll try and shrivel him to death then.
Okay.
Right by the balls. Spell.
You begin the recitation, but stumble when you reach the final verse. You scour your memory for the remaining words, and 1,000 voices fill your mind in reply. Test law, looking for 2 successes.
Okay, law is 4. From Ipanema goes walking.
You manage to isolate your own voice amidst the din and trust it to guide you. The monster suffers damage equal to the spell's damage plus your test result.
6.
He did.
Oh yeah, emphatically.
Though it disgusts you to look closer at the fallen body, you cannot help but notice its extremities are covered in surgical incisions that have been neatly stitched back together. Yes,
Sweet.
I think we've got it, game.
Right, so let's flip back to Noel. I can't perform more than a single action, but I have lost my stunned.
Yeah,
so
okay, cool.
I'm back to not stunned.
Okay, Blake, in the basement with an old book you found.
I'm going to read the book.
All right.
Hustler.
People listening on the episode, this is a first. Blake, in a fictional universe, would rather read
Then fight the zombie.
This must be a fictional universe.
The old journal contains several entries penned in a neat hand. Okay, spending an action to read?
Yep.
No. I received what remained of my brother's personal effects today. After learning about what happened, I could not bear to hold on to Edith's jewellery. I sold it to the nearest shop just to be rid of it. I cannot think of what happened without falling to tears. Oh, Walter, what have you done? Gain 1 clue. The journal continues, where the next entry is not until some months later. You want to spend your second action to carry on reading?
Yeah, I think it's important.
It's important that I don't deal with any of the things upstairs.
Reading is important, kids.
They can follow
I understand now. Walter's notes made me understand. They're incomplete, but I think I can fill in the gaps. I could even improve upon them. I used to think he had gone mad, but I was a fool then, stricken as I was with grief. This knowledge cannot become lost. If Walter could raise those people, surely I could do the same. Perhaps I could even see him and his family again. It would just take a few experiments.
Gained 2 clues, bloody hell.
On the reverse side of the last entry are a series of strange symbols that look like a code. Okay, you're going to attempt to solve the puzzle using law.
Oh, fuck.
What's your law, Blake?
2.
Okay, I have 2 moves, Blake.
I've seen you do that before.
It's one of these
It's
ones.
a mastermind type puzzle. 5 icons, 4 gaps. But I will say generally, whenever we play Mansions of Madness casually, if there's a mastermind puzzle, we tend to hand it over to Blake because he just seems to be incredibly good at them.
He has this kind of knack for them, doesn't he?
Yeah, but Law 2, I think it's still going to take me.
You say that, but...
Yeah, bear in mind you
what
can't
does it-
spend clue tokens because you're in darkness.
Not got kerosene lantern.
Okay, cool.
So, what's the... What was
1
the
clue token for 1 extra guess.
Okay.
How you doing?
We'll see how we do. I'm going to do my first action guess. So
Nailed
first guess is 2 are there but not in the correct position. So
I can't even follow his thought process sometimes, but he just seems to get it.
Yeah. I'd like to think I'm quite good at this. I've had my moments.
okay, I've only got
But there was
one
that time-
correct symbol.
When I studied a book.
You've gone down one.
Yes, that's all right.
There was that time I studied that book for a whole turn, and all I could say at the end was, it book. Because I failed so spectacularly.
Can I spend a clue token at a time?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, so I'll do 1 clue token, have another go.
Fascinating radio. Fascinating.
If I could only hear the thought process of Blake at this moment, I would pay fucking money for this.
I'm pretty sure it's Limelight.
Yeah, to be fair, he is wearing a Rush hoodie, and I think it's seeped into his brain by osmosis.
Yeah. That's how they work.
Yeah.
You start off going, yeah, they're kind of cool, and then suddenly Rush.
Yeah.
No, it's not work.
Do you want a mince pie?
No, I'm all right, thanks.
Blake, do you want a mince pie to help you think?
Yeah, why not?
Wow.
He's still working on it, ladies and gents.
Yep.
Are we leaving all this dead air in the final edit?
That was for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I think you need it.
You got Rob Blake dyslexia again.
It happens.
Yes.
We'll just go, funny dude. There we go.
Bless, but he missed that birthday.
Yes, while Blake's working on that, maybe we should plug our other projects that are available on emotionally14.com.
Oh, we absolutely can.
I mean, there's Talk Star Wars.
Where do you want to start?
Well, Talk Star Wars, I think, is pretty good. That's the 120th most popular movie and TV show in Uganda.
Fact.
Yeah.
This is true.
Do we know if we hit the top 200 in any other countries?
We haven't. I know the Commonwealth has. The Commonwealth Network has hit a few.
That's pretty good.
The Skyhoppers are big in Saudi Arabia for some reason. I mean, they're very good, but just why Saudi Arabia? I don't know.
It seems an unusual thing, but okay.
The Talk Star Wars Toy Box Daily, which hasn't published an episode in some months, I think is in the top 200 in Vietnam. So, I thought you'd appreciate that.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, that's a hobby podcast. It's in.
Okay, yeah.
And then the Nerd Room is big in Chile. So
okay, that's pretty good. Where, sorry?
Chile.
Oh, I've been pronouncing Chile. Is that wrong?
I mean, it's just more Spanish to say Chile.
I suppose so, yeah. I never really thought about it. Yeah. I mean, there's a Crazy Train as well.
Yes,
must be popular somewhere.
It is popular in every fucking where.
Yeah. Because no one knows where the Crazy Train's going to stop.
But this is true.
Sleeper carriage, end up in Kazakhstan.
This is true. So I remember once it disembarked from Basingstoke and ended up in Malawi. So that's I don't even think that's a place. I think I made it up for the purposes of comedic effect. Yeah, Basingstoke. Yeah, it's not real. I learned this. I went looking for it.
Who looked at a mince pie and thought this needs more sugar?
I don't know. It's a great question. Father diabetes.
You fucking nailed
it. How many guesses did it take?
5.
Fucking hell.
He's just so good at these.
You're a fucking machine, mate.
Well done, Blake.
Finally cracked it.
Just for that, you can hit your microphone stand for comedy effect.
Cheers.
Cut that bit. Deciphered for code.
Whoa, hang on. So you want to give him a treat and then ask me to edit it out? It's a weird dynamic you two have. What were you like growing up?
You saw our band, right?
Yeah. What I mean is, like, what were you like growing up when you were sort of going like, oh, Brad shared his ice cream with Blake, and then you just turned to somebody in the air and went, cut that bit. I bet they thought you were fucking mad until you met me. I bet they still have the questions now. Yeah. True story. Apart from the lies. Apart from bits I made up, it's true. I killed him. He did. Yeah. Anyway, what did he get for?
Oh, I fucking covered him in spine now. Deciphered.
That one is also sexual.
Deciphered, the code gives you a single word, southwest.
All right, nice.
Now we need another lever.
Yes. I feel like I'm working towards it.
Blake, solve some puzzles.
All right.
Oh, mate.
Well, if one of you can go and change that to south for me.
Well, I was going to go out the front door and see if I can find the other one. But I have a feeling there's a west one facing the other way.
Or possibly buried somewhere in the basement or under that trapdoor.
Could be under the trapdoor.
No, it could be anywhere.
Yeah.
There's 3 different places it could be, and 3 of us.
I'd say those two, that one there and that one there, is probably going to be.
What's the trapdoor leading to?
I don't know. Probably a separate room. Generally, how they work.
Well, the machine, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, maybe. That could be it, actually. Yeah. Maybe the trapdoor won't open.
There was a humming noise when we walked in.
That's very true.
Yeah. Could be actually that the trapdoor won't open until those 2 levers are in the right position.
Okay.
Possibly, we haven't checked.
I'm just speculating. Ultimately, all over the microphone.
Ugh.
I know, right? Oh, lovely.
Cornerstone of our friendship.
Yeah.
It's the buttons all over again.
How many keyboards did you go through once?
It's a laptop was a painful thing.
Yeah.
It
sucks.
So, yeah. Is that Blake's gone and the rest of us still to go? Or was it the turn we killed?
I think it was the
last turn,
isn't it? Yeah. Cool. Well done, Blake. Maybe next time we could work a bit quicker on those puzzles. You realise that your life is leaking away from you into the objects around you. This mythos event affects each investigator in a storage room. Blake, are you in the storage room? Basement storage or anything like that?
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm in the basement storage.
Okay. The clustered junk and boxes start to gleam with subtle luster. Test law, looking for 3 successes.
Well, that's impossible.
Well, you got 2.
I've got a law of 2, so...
Yeah.
Okay. The forgotten items siphon your life force to return themselves to pristine condition at your expense. Suffer 3 face-down damage.
Fucking hell.
Okay. Is any of that negated by my things, or do I need to get 3 successes?
You need 3 successes.
Well,
You could roll 2 and try.
I'm getting a good kicking there.
You
Well, you
injured?
could roll, hang on, you could roll...
No, I haven't. Luckily, I haven't
You need to
taken...
roll law looking for 3 successes.
Yeah. He's only got a law of 2.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's not like
It's
you,
not negated.
you can negate
It's
any.
it's
Oh,
all-
okay.
it's all or
That's what I
nothing.
was
So I
wondering.
misunderstood.
There's nothing
Gotcha.
that can
No,
give
it's
me...
all or nothing, I'm afraid.
Gotcha.
So 3 face-down damage, yeah?
All right, then.
Yeah. A shambling mass emerges from the darkness. Place of riot has indicated this is the zombie horde.
Well, fuck.
I thought you meant in the storage, then.
Yeah, in the story.
What the fuck?
Where did this come from? These shelves are impressive. So if we just kill all the zombies, is that it?
And I feel like we have to do something with those levers still.
You'd think, yeah. But at the same time, I was just
Right,
wondering,
zombie
like,
horde.
maybe, I mean, if there's one thing that authors are known for when it comes to solving zombie plots, it's half-arsing it.
This zombie attacks one of who's got the highest law, and my law is 4.
So is mine.
Okay, who do you want to take the hit then? Probably me, right?
Yeah, I mean, the trouble is, it depends on... Yeah,
I've
I
got
think
4 hit points remaining.
I've got 6, but
You're already injured, aren't
I
you?
have already taken an injury, yeah.
I'll take the hit on that one, I think.
Okay.
With arms far stronger than the rotting muscles suggest, the zombie grabs hold of your combat butler. Test strength, looking for 2 successes.
Not
It
the
does not
combat
say
butler.
that.
Not the combat butler.
All you can do is keep the thing's teeth from your throat as you are overcome by its rancid stench and awful power. Suffer 2 face-down damage and become dazed.
I don't feel so good, sir.
I'm very tired.
All right.
Also in the game.
Yeah. I feel you. I am wounded.
I've always said that.
Yeah.
This one attacks one of us who's got the highest health, and I have...
Well, it's technically me.
Yeah, I have 1. So
Yeah, I have,
yes, you, I'm
I have
afraid.
6, but obviously.
The shambling thing suddenly rushes forward, its teeth black with old blood. Suffer 3 damage, agility +1 negates.
Agility of 4. I'll spend a clue to make that a success. So 2 saved, so I take 1 damage then. It looks like. I'm good.
Got big mince pie stuck in the back of my throat.
I need a face down damage, please. Thank you. I have 2 of those. In addition to my gammy leg.
We're all good. And we've got a horror test to do against a zombie.
Okay.
2 of the thing's fingers simply fall to the ground, leaving twitching bones behind. Test will, looking for 2 successes.
Okay.
No.
Okay, so I've got a will of 4. No.
Okay. You and the zombie both stare in fascination as its newly denuded bones suffer 2 horror.
I'm that mantle then.
You're mental already?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just hit 7.
It's not going very well, is it?
No. I've charged in a bit more readily than an author might in a real world scenario. Insane. And wounded. Basically, she's just a bit of shit, isn't
Oh,
she?
with your insane, you need to read the back. Don't tell anyone.
Okay.
It might.
Okay, that's over to us again. Blake, would you like to come out from the basement now?
I was going to check this thing behind me.
A small locked toolbox has been left in the basement. Do you want to search it?
Yeah, I'll have a look.
While you're there, right? While a zombie's taking over your drink.
Might be something good.
You begin to fuss with the numbers on the combination lock. Tap to attempt the puzzle using observation.
Okay, my observation is 3.
It's a mastermind puzzle.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
What the hell is with this system?
So, Rob, are there any other podcasts people should be listening to on emotionally14.com?
Yeah, I mean, we endorse 4 at this stage.
We should probably also mention the Gamecast itself.
We should. Well, I mean, I feel like they're listening to it, so...
Okay.
But actually, they might be listening to a Crazy Train.
They may be, yeah.
In which case, we plugged it for no good reason. So, yeah, the E14 Gamecast is now... This is episode 50. So, this is I would argue, the premier video game and or tabletop podcast in the world.
It's the only one I listen to, so I would go along with that.
That's nice. That's nice.
There's a couple of Star Wars Legion ones to kind of try and keep updated.
Yeah, that's fair enough. We also endorse 4, the Tumbling Saber podcast, which is Star Wars and sort of pop culture. They have I tell you what, right? If there's one Patreon I'd recommend apart from Talk Star Wars, it's Tumbling Saber, because the amount of stuff Carl puts out is amazing, and it's all fucking top class stuff. It's really great. They have a show called Sith Disturbers, which is basically like Tumbling Saber Crazy Train. It's fantastic.
Nice. Yeah.
And then we also endorse the Wulong Talks podcast.
Yes.
Which is geek culture and stuff like that. The Nerd Room, which is comics and movies and TV. And the Roman Podcast, which is Canadian comedy, basically like the Canadian Crazy Train.
Yeah, okay. So there's a theme here.
There's a theme.
So you got the Crazy Train, which is basically you and your friends going off on one. You got the Gamecast, which is you and your friends going off on with a vague gesture towards talking about video games or tabletop games. And you got Talk Star Wars, which is you and me going off on one on occasion talking about Star Wars.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I mean, these are my favourite things.
Indeed. We've got video stuff as well.
We've got video stuff. We have.
Do you reckon next time there's a mastermind puzzle, should we plug that?
I mean, he's still going on that one, to be honest.
All right, fair. How are you getting on, Blake?
You done it yet?
Oh, I've made it a lot worse.
All right, I think we've got time to talk about the videos.
We're bigging you up.
Yeah, we've got time to talk about the videos then. So we've got 3 YouTube pieces.
3.
Primarily. So there's Brick Fury, which is
HeroClix show. Yeah.
Yep. The E14 Toy Box, which is HeroClix and basically blind bag stuff.
Yeah.
And then there's Fire When Ready, which is Star Wars.
Which we did a live show of as well, which was awesome.
This was very cool. Yeah. See if we can find there must be a crossover episode there with something along these lines.
Yeah, so some sort of
make it work.
Star Warsy gaming, Crazy Train and conveyexing thing.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's totally doable.
Some sort of Star Wars gaming.
I wonder.
Crazy who? Like,
what else do we do? Oh, we got other stuff as well, right? We got, Dave does comic stuff.
Yeah, it's a great site. I mean, if you've just stumbled on this podcast, there's every chance that you have.
Yeah, it's a possibility. If you're one of...
I mean, I've probably put it on Board Game Geek.
Let's be fair, there's 7 billion people on Earth, and I know that they don't all listen to the Gamecast. Yeah. So there is at least one person out there who hasn't heard this and is hearing it for the first time.
Yeah,
so
every episode someone's first.
Exactly.
We can only apologise for the amount of fucking time Blake is taking in this puzzle.
It's not easy, okay?
Shut up, Blake.
Shouldn't you be using those muscles to think? So that, so the website is emotionally14.com. I think it's a fantastic way to spend your time.
I think it's one of the best websites ever. In fact, I'm going to go so far as to say it is the best.
It's got 10 years worth of stuff. It's about 1,500 articles.
Most blogs last 6 weeks.
Yeah, it's fair.
How long has he been at that, actually?
You're not wearing a watch, why are you checking?
They don't show weeks anyway.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's a good point. It has a date. You wouldn't even know a month's passed unless you're sure.
I know, it's fucking starting to feel like a month has passed, hasn't it, Blake? This one has fewer combinations than the last one.
And yet
it's the same.
That's the same.
It's 4 numbers to 5 gaps rather than 5 numbers to 4 gaps. I see. Can you stop fucking it up then, please?
Yeah, I'm just trying to work out what I've tried before and what I haven't tried before.
Have you tried not sucking at it?
That sounds cool.
If he solves it now.
Yeah, he will.
Oh, that works.
Yeah. Well, I did need to get good.
No, it turns out all I have to do is do it properly. Do it again, but properly this time.
Yeah, not waste everyone's fucking time.
This will be edited.
I mean, is there anything else we should plug?
I don't know.
I feel that's it, isn't it?
I mean, E14 wise, that's pretty much it, isn't it?
Yeah, that's pretty much all I do now.
We've got some cool stuff on YouTube.
Yeah, we've got
just
books
other
out.
Bits and pieces. Yeah, we've got books out.
Yeah.
You've got yours is more tied into this stuff.
Podcasts?
No, I mean, horror.
Yeah, I have
4.
4, yeah, thank you.
Sorry. I know you forget about the other one.
Yeah, one no one buys.
Yeah. I bought it.
Oh, good. I'm glad someone did.
Yeah.
Pays for a lighting bill.
To be fair, I do prefer the other 2, but I still like it.
No, that's cool. No, me too.
Yeah. Audiobook's good as well for Vietnam Black.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah.
I need to check that out, actually. Everyone says that's very good.
First book guy, I've heard him do other stuff, and he does non-fiction stuff really well, but I don't think his voice is fiction suited.
It was not a casting decision I would have made, but I wasn't involved.
None taken.
Fuck's sake, mate.
Incidentally, the casting decision Brad would have gone for.
Yeah,
Just to hear him fall asleep on the mic when he talks about anything fish related. It was the sea. It was the sea.
I mean, ideally, I'd have got Peter Stormare to do it. But...
Yeah, fair. Oh my God. How does one choose scenery in an audiobook?
He found a way.
I know, if anybody could.
I mean, it helps in the first book. The monster literally choose the scenery.
That's true. Sharks have been known to
Not a
do
lot of
that.
scenery in that book.
No, it's fair. Best to get a Norwegian ship and a German
What
submarine.
the fuck are you doing, Blake?
Just trying to work out what this.
Are you trying to lock the box for them?
I'm trying to work out what this fifth number could be.
Is it 5?
Well, there isn't a 5.
Is it
There's no
4?
such thing as 5.
Do you want me to help you?
Not allowed.
Not allowed, right?
Do you?
No, you're not.
It's full co-op, yeah.
Yeah, but not if you're not in the same room, surely.
No, for first edition, you had to be. You weren't allowed to help. Second edition, you're allowed to.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's why
I've got to go through all this fucking homework. Oh, what a fucking pig's ear you've made of this. Is this all you've done? 4 guesses?
Yeah,
You've been gone for an hour.
I was thinking.
It's down to 14 minutes.
This is my 5th guess, and I'm not.
What's the most recent one? That one.
The top one.
Top's the most recent. You're making this worse, aren't you?
Yeah, the third one I made it worse.
Somehow you got more numbers wrong.
Well, I thought I had it after that, but yeah, my logic obviously failed me. That's why I was thinking. That's why I've got that. But what that 4th number is, I'm not sure what it could be. But that was just those other 4 digits. That's why
You haven't tried a 1.
Well, I just thought I had 2 1s last time, and it didn't say.
There's
Only said.
There's a few things you can try. Speaking close to the microphone would be a good one.
Oh, fine.
You're going to use a
age-
robot voice again.
Fucking years off my life.
I'll try a 1, but I don't think it's right. I got 3 correct out of 5.
Correct placement.
Yeah,
Okay, that's pretty good.
but that still means that 2 are
Incorrect
not
completely.
completely.
No, have a go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can
okay.
spend
I
the
will
clue for
spend
me.
one more clue.
Oh,
I'm going to
thanks.
keep one beside, just so
Just in case of landmines.
I'm not
So you
doing.
got 3. So it's the top one's the most recent, yeah?
Yeah,
All right, cool.
and the previous ones, the ones I've done before. I know this is riveting.
I'm trying to keep it as lively as possible, but you're not helping.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, I think people were expecting us to make a bigger deal of a horde of zombies that's just burst through a church door like the end of Zombie Flesh Eaters, but instead we decided that helping but Blake sitting in a corner of a basement doing Sudoku on his own was a much better use of their listening time. Can we? Do you think we could cut to Rob and Brad fighting the zombies? Nope.
Nope. Matt's puzzles.
There are combinations to do.
Yeah. This is M. Night Shyamalan presents Zombie Hordes. Okay.
I've had piles I've enjoyed more than this. Piles of board games.
I see what you did there. Nice.
Yeah.
Well done.
I think 4 is the first digit.
I think.
Yes, we picked that up from the fact you'd always put it in first.
Yeah, I think you've definitely gone down that as a.
You didn't have to write it on your iPad in Biro.
It's definitely a hypothesis you're working with, isn't it?
Yeah.
Even though the 3 was also correct at the first 2.
It fucking isn't.
You don't know. It just says how many are correct in the right
Yeah,
position.
but what I mean is that you've got there's 2 numbers in common at the beginning, 4 and 3. So actually, you don't know which one of those is the one that you've got correctly.
Mm.
What a twist!
Are you going up against a Sicilian when death is on the line?
Unrealistic. What? Never heard you use that word before. Do you even know what it means?
Keep
Something
using
like
that word.
right?
I don't think it means to.
Oh my god! Could I just make a living on Twitter just misquoting movies?
Yeah. If all you kids out there are too young to know what movie that's from, it's Willow.
Yeah, there you go. See, by Carl Reiner.
Willow's still my favourite of the 80s fantasy movies. I know Princess Bride and Labyrinth are great, but I love Willow.
Yeah, we're all good. That's Blake's review there.
What was
They're
it?
all good.
That's Ufgood. Willow Ufgood.
Oh.
So Blake, you got any podcast you want to plug?
Yeah. Well, no, because I think you guys have already covered the ones I'm already
on brand.
Any bands you're playing in at the moment?
I'm still playing. I'm still playing Sour Crash and the Xenophobe.
Oh, that sort of thing. Okay.
Although I think they're changing their name, but I'm not sure.
Xenophobe and the Crouchophones.
Oh my god. That'd be fucking
You quite like the
incredible,
idea. Well, yeah, no, it's still in debate.
Bend the Crack Crouch.
Yeah, that'll
shit.
do.
4 out of 5.
Oh, what have you got?
Four.
What have you
No,
got?
it's not.
Let's have a
It's
look.
not four. It's not four,
no,
mate.
I went on the theory that Blake was wrong with that assumption, and sure enough, I have a sense that it's the first number that's wrong.
Okay.
If you've got one more clue token, you can basically probably process of elimination that first number based on the ones that we've tried before.
Okay, all these clues I've spent.
I feel like there must be something else we can plug. What can we plug that other people that do that we might like?
Can't Sleep Must Paint.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, he has can'tsleepmustpaint.wordpress.com.
Yeah, and
He's also Can't Sleep Must Paint on Instagram as well.
This is true. He's a Crazy Train, not much. He's not been on in a while, but he's beloved, and a lot of listener questions seem to forget that he hasn't been on in a while. Every now and then, like, what does Omer think of? I don't know. It's just basically the entire the depth of our exchange at the moment is checking in to make sure everybody's all good, and sending each other clean sauce and yogurt pot lids.
Yeah, that was an obscure reference I very much enjoyed.
Yeah, I'd enjoyed it too. Yogurt was fucking delicious. I tell a lie, it felt
Come
wrong.
on, Blake, fucking hell. We're having to plug Omer now.
Do you have any idea? We've got to the point where alphabetically we're through to the O's.
Yeah. Just a slow dissolve and back up to
No.
IMDb. That's good.
Yeah. So basically what we've done is we've done the Sting and the Police school of plugging. We've gone to EO. Oh dear, that's an obscure reference I'm still happy with.
Blake, how many guesses have you got of this?
47.
There's only one more. This is the last guess.
Okay, well, we'll do it right.
That's what I'm trying to do. You can't rush brilliance.
Don't you get cross?
We tried our best.
Don't you get cross?
I know.
Don't you pick his nose when he thinks no one's looking?
On radio, he would have got away with that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Well, we're here. So you pick your anus with that finger as well.
Not the same day, but still.
Just imagine this as a movie. This guy's sitting down in a corner of a basement, just picking away at an old lockbox, and all he hears is fighting and screaming from upstairs.
Oh, fuck.
This shrieking old author.
Is it 4?
It
It's
can't
not
be.
4. It's not 4.
Oh, fuck's sake.
But Ian's cool.
Well, we tried
Ian, yeah.
We tried every possible fucking number in the
Have
other
we?
two spaces.
Have we, Blake? Because the computer says no.
Clearly the computer disagrees.
I mean, I'm drinking root beer. What are you drinking?
Coke Zero.
Nice.
Yeah. Other drinks
Do
are
you prefer
available.
Coke Zero or Pepsi Max?
I mean, to be honest, the sugar-free ones, there's not much between them.
Coke Zero can fucking get a bit dry tasting if I drink too much of it, or I don't find that with
think-
Pepsi Max.
I find that with diet drinks in general. I don't know if it's just the...
Certainly on the continent, I always found like Coke Light rather than Diet Coke has really made you thirsty afterwards.
Yeah, I feel like what's it made with? Fucking seawater.
I know, right?
Yeah.
It's really strange.
Peculiar. I always liked... I still do like vanilla Coke.
Yeah, vanilla Coke's amazing.
They do that they only do that in zero form now, which
Oh,
suits me
really?
just fine.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
they did cinnamon Coke for a while.
They
Which was,
still do,
they only did about full fat, didn't they?
No, they did zero.
That was really,
Yeah.
I guess for cinnamon stuff was really nice because I
Yeah,
can't
it's
drink it.
nice.
It tasted like almost a bit like whiskey and Coke to me.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. They do. Let me think. They've got. So it's going to end up going through all the Coke flavors. This is
Yeah.
brilliant. So this
Beef.
podcast is brought to you by soft drinks.
Findus.
Gotta have a good friend.
Teriyaki Coke.
Yeah. There's Calpol and Spit.
As people might have picked up, we're recording this kind of in the run up to Christmas.
Yeah, we are, yeah.
Like November. And it seems Walkers have done Brussels sprout flavoured crisps.
Yes, they have, yeah.
I was so tempted to try and get a pack for tonight, but I couldn't find any.
Should have said I'd have got some.
Okay, have you tried them?
No, I haven't. No.
You a fan of Brussels sprouts?
Actually, over the years, as I've got older, I've kind of grown an appreciation for them.
It's like a darker taste, and it develops as you get older.
Yeah, like venison. I realise for a pescatarian that doesn't really mean much, but I can only assure you it's a darker taste.
I don't even eat fish and seafood anymore. I've been eating it for years.
No?
No, I've been veggie for a couple of years, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as a teetotal vegetarian, there's literally nothing I give a shit about less than isinglass.
Yeah, fair.
So what are you planning for Christmas? Fucked it up. Well done,
Did you make it worse than 4 out of 5?
I got it 3 out of 5.
How the fuck
did you do that?
Did you second guess me on the fucking 4?
No.
If you'd done that, it would have been amazing.
I was going through it, and because we tried all, and because of the the fact that they're saying correct numbers in different places and all that sort of thing. The only thing I could think of was that the last 4 digits, so the 3132 that you put, were the ones that are correct, and I thought maybe it's not 4, 2, or 1, so that's why I thought it was 3.
Right.
But apparently that's made it worse, so 2 must be correct.
Yeah, I guess so.
Thank you for all of those listening in purely for Blake's Ted Rogers impression. Would you like to see us fight some zombies now Blake's finished?
Yeah. You can cut all that section out if you want.
No, I don't think we should. I think we need to
I think it should be absolutely there. There's some plugging in there for us.
Yeah.
And that's always nice.
Well, that can be the whole part of the Crazy Train part of it.
Yeah, indeed.
Would you like me to try and kill a zombie?
Yeah, go for it.
I mean, I've
I feel like we can both have a go.
Yes. Neither of them are damaged, so I'm just going to go for this one.
Oh, shit.
With my pickaxe. You jab your weapon at your foe's stomach, test strength looking for 1 success.
Okay.
I mean, for the love of shit, your foe lurches backward out of your reach. I think I should tender my resignations.
You're not a pretty good combat butler.
Worst combat butler ever.
Only combat butler.
That's the worst.
Let's be fair. On my first day, I turned up and you handed me some bandages and a fire extinguisher. All these weapons, inverted commas, I found in the shed of a church you dragged me to in the middle of the night.
You could have beamed him with the fire extinguisher.
Fine, I'll use a fire extinguisher. You pivot and drive your hip into your opponent. Test agility looking for 2 successes. Oh, God, I'm such an old man.
What do the bandages do if you use them?
I can just got face down damage. That's pretty handy.
That is useful, especially as you're on the brink of taking an injury.
Yeah.
You got 7 out of 8.
I'll do that when I'm not in a combat zone.
Fair.
Your opponent matches your movement and nearly reverses your throw. I've just got hip tossed by a zombie. Rob, over to you.
You finish that off, I'll be...
That mental image is just
I feel
perfect.
like by the time I finish my turn, it'll have finished the hip toss.
I feel like I should just finish him off.
Yeah. I feel
Do you think you guys should just evade and go to the lever? Because I think that might be better with it.
That's brave advice from a man who spent the past 15 minutes hiding in the shower.
Well, they might come and kill me.
In several days.
Yeah.
When they realise you're there because you're not making any sounds because your fucking hamster's dead up top.
Rob, what do you want to do? Do you want to try and run or do you want to try and fight?
Fight. Better dead than a snake. Yeah.
Okay. What are you attacking with?
Shriveling. I'll attack with a spell.
As you chant the words of the incantation, you trace mystic sigils on the ground at your feet, attempting to meld the power of both thaumaturgy and evocation simultaneously. Test law looking for 2 successes.
Fuck. Sick. Blake. Right. Law looking for 2, yeah? So that's 4. 3 successes.
Your hybrid magic is shockingly powerful. The monster suffers damage equal to the spell's damage plus your test result.
6.
He did.
Crispy motherfucker.
Spell and read reverse.
All right. Your enemy's flesh ripples and peels open. The monster suffers 1 additional damage, then suffer 1 face-down horror. Oh, great.
As your foe falls, you're surprised to find a string of numbers written in a neat hand on a part of its exposed bone.
I'm amazed I can read it. I fucking charred him to death. Okay. And then I've got another shriveling, please.
Same again, yeah?
Yep. I didn't see that.
Cool.
And then I'll use the second attack to do the same thing to the other prick.
Cool.
Well, to this one that's hip tossing the butler.
Hey, toss somebody your own.
I don't think I'm a very good wombat butler.
No.
As you chant the
maybe
words of
concourse.
incantation, you trace mystic sigils on the ground at your feet, attempting to meld the power of our thaumaturgy and evocation simultaneously. Test law, looking for 2 successes.
What could be easier than doing what he just described? Because I can't remember what he said. Yeah, success. Tell you what, let me spend a clue just on the off chance that...
You won't need to.
No.
Hybrid magic stock your powerful spells damage plus your test result is 5, which is enough to pop in.
Oh, cool. All right, perfect.
Focus on Miss Down.
I love it. He just walks up and he's like, I'll handle this, Mum. And then I just pop both their fucking heads. Right, read the back.
And gain a clue for spotting something about the
The
zombie.
spell seems to resonate and echo within your mind. You direct the resonance at another foe, suffer 1 face down horror. Then another monster within range suffers 3 damage.
You got no
Is the
monsters
zombie
in
horde?
range.
No? Oh, shame. It's just out of range, that's the same. What a pisser. Another shriveling spell, please. As I work my way through the book of shriveling spells. The big pop-up book of shriveling spells. Things get progressively smaller as you go along.
Yeah. What did your other spell do?
You can become focused and flip it.
Oh, okay.
Reversing. Is that done?
Yeah. I like the idea that the zombie picked up a card that said, then flip this bloke.
Your zealous investigation has taken its toll on your body, and each ache only serves to remind you of the terrors that wait to devour humanity. Each investigator suffers 2 horror, strength plus 1 negates.
Okay. Strength plus 1 for me is 3.
Okay.
Give that a go.
Yeah,
Yep,
fine.
Fine. Fucking hell. She's coming back a bit.
Yeah, I'm fine. Blake?
5.
She's just become Sorcerer Supreme, and now she's
you
like...
lifting weights in the basement when you're supposed to be solving that Sudoku puzzle.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, cool. And that's our turn.
Cool.
Where should we run to, Mum?
I think I'm still going to go in the garden.
Okay, cool. Do you want to go first and open the board up and I can open my options?
Did nothing happen with the zombies?
No.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Nice. I'll tell you what, before I do that, I'm tempted to pick the axe up.
Okay. You do a trade action, we can just... You declare one of your actions as a trade. Actually, I'll do it. I should tell you what I'll do. Yeah, I'll go first. I'll do a trade action.
Okay.
And then you and the axe can be traded freely. So
Cool.
do you want a second
Nice.
weapon as well?
If you got something. You got anything bladed?
I don't have a bladed. I have shuffle, pickaxe, a 2x4 and a fire extinguisher.
No, those are a light source either, are they?
No, if anything, a fire extinguisher is the exact opposite of a light source.
Quite so, yeah.
Unfortunately, the machete and the kerosene lantern are both the items you want.
Downstairs with the guide using them to solve the crossword puzzle.
Yeah, there is that.
Maybe I should have just used the machete to break it.
You know, I think between shriveling and axe, I think that's fine. I got a close range in the melee, so I'm good.
And for my second action, I'm going to use those bandages to get rid of some damage.
Cool, good shout. You just have to discard them after that.
Yeah, it's one shot.
Yeah, fair enough. It makes sense. I mean, to be fair, when would you reuse bandages anywhere except the 1800s?
Yeah. So that's me tapped for that game, so it's over to you.
I'm going to explore the porch, if you know what I mean.
A worn desk has been pushed against the wall. One of its drawers is stuck shut. Do you want to search it?
Yeah.
You examine the drawer and think you could force the rusted lock open. If it was nudged in the right direction, tap to attempt the puzzle using strength. You may perform 3 additional puzzle steps if you have the crowbar.
I do not.
Okay, so what's your strength?
2. I have some clues, so...
2 moves at that.
Oh, I hate these fucking things.
You can spend clue tokens for additional moves.
Yeah.
Which you don't.
Oh, okay, hang on. 1.
Mm-hmm.
2. 3. Fuck.
You can spend your second action to get another load of moves.
No, I've realised I've fucked up on one of my moves. Okay, well, I can fix that.
If you want, you can, like I say, you can, rather than spending clue tokens, you can spend your second action. That'll give you another strength worth of attempts.
True. All right, I'll spend the 1 clue token and get that move then.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm still going to have to spend a clue token to fix this.
Mm-hmm.
But my second action will be to do this again.
Yeah, okay.
So my strength is 1. 2. Spend a clue.
Yep.
3. Done.
See, Blake, that's how quickly you solve a puzzle.
It's a different type of puzzle. It's not the master.
The old lock clicks and you're able to pull the drawer open. Inside are a series of morgue files. Most of them are dated recently and appear to have missing pages. A game of circumstantial evidence, unique item, and 1 clue.
Cool.
Was that all our turn then again? Or has Blake not been
No,
yet?
I've not been yet.
I
Should
think
we let Blake have a go?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, Blake. What's your real name?
Crossword the fuck out of this, buddy.
I'm not going to do that
Are you
anymore.
kidding me? After all that, you've decided not to solve the fucking puzzle.
I'm going to check this
What's
shelf.
it?
I don't think it's going to have the... We need the lever, and I don't think the lever's in that box.
A rickety shelf
true.
contains several interesting objects. Do you want to search?
Yeah, go on then.
I can't believe you went away from that. While poking through the items, you find something that will help you in your investigation. Gain the arcane manuscript, common item.
Like you do.
As you do, yeah. But no.
I like that it's a common item as well.
Yeah. Just loads of those.
Underneath the item, you find a lever hidden in a compartment.
No fucking way. Unreal. So I've been searching the fucking porch for nothing.
It is possible to switch it towards the east or the west, though the apparatus looks like it will cause a loud grinding sound. Push the switch?
I see.
Do I have an action to do that?
No, you don't, do you? No, you're done. So that's the end of our turn.
Just in time for the zombies to morph on us.
I have a sense that grinding noise...
In the piles of forgotten objects, Preston Fairmont finds a delicate music box. When he opens it, the ethereal melody takes him far beyond this world. Preston Fairmont suffers 2 horror and becomes mesmerised.
Oh, there's nothing I can do to stop it.
No. Whole puzzle.
Oh, I got to face up, yeah?
You pulled the trigger
Minor shock.
on my of gun.
And further, I become righteous and flip this card face
That's
down.
my ethereal melody rendition of Kisses Love Gun,
Oh,
everyone.
because I'll get rid of that because I picked up an item earlier as well.
Yonky, yonky. A shambling figure becomes visible in the night.
Fuck. Sorry, that
So a zombie
just a
horse bursts
random
through into
fuck.
the porch where Gloria and me are hiding.
That's the one.
The horde rushes forward and attempts to grab you. Test agility, looking for 2 successes.
Agility's 3 for me. Nope.
My agility is only 2 as I'm weighed down by basically the stock of the local branch of Wix. Fail. They hold you down and pummel your body, suffer 2 damage and become restrained.
All right, then. 2 damage for me is still not dead yet,
Yeah, same.
but I'm almost there. Take 3 more damage and I'm fucked. Oh, no, wait. I'm fucked now. I'll be dead.
It's the end of the game if you die.
If I die, yeah. Grievous injury. Okay. I should get another one, yeah. I should, so one of them was a grievous injury, so I get another one face down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's bad. Bad, isn't it? Even Philiac, it turns
Bad
out.
for eating all those bandages now.
Eating them.
That's what I feel bad.
4. Yeah, I think you got 2 things wrong there.
How many clues have you got?
3.
Good news, if your lone zombie attacks me.
Oh.
Corpse hurls itself at you, dragging you down towards the ground. Test strength, looking for 3 successes.
What was the zombie's logic there? Like, she seems up on things. I better attack this goof.
I mean, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, fine.
Cool.
You hurl the corpse aside and scramble away.
You finally hit toss the zombie back.
Take that, undead bastard.
I think you guys need to break away.
As one horde amplifies its moan, and in several throats you can see the straining vocal cords through gaps in rotting flesh. Suffer 2 horror will negates.
I've got will of 4.
1.
How many? 2.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm fine.
Okay, back to us. What's the plan, guys? By which I mean Blake.
So it was southwest, wasn't it?
I believe so. Let's
Yeah,
just
sounds
check
right.
the thing. Southwest.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll pull the lever to the west. I'll turn the dial if you need me.
If you know what I mean. I mean, literally.
As you move the lever, your skin crawls as a sound of metal grating against metal splits through the quiet night. You set the switch to west. No immediate effect.
No, not yet.
Second action.
Cheese it.
Yeah, I'm just going
Do you
to...
want to go solve the puzzle?
No, fuck the puzzle. I've got to get to the...
I'm going to try and cheese it.
All right. Fair enough.
What do you reckon?
Yeah.
I'm curious. Let's see how many hit points that mob's got. 18.
Lots. In other words.
Yeah, I'm going to try and cheese it.
I don't know if I could do a really good shriveling and just kill the whole thing in one go.
I think you're worried of dying.
I'm not worried. I don't fear death.
I'm going to try and
in the
evade.
game.
A particularly large zombie emerges from a horde, swinging its unwieldy arms in your direction. Suffer 3 face-down damage. Agility negates. Pass me 2 dice, please, Blake. 3 face-down damage, which I think is going to pop me.
I'm punctured, sir.
It's weird to have a HeroClix term that just entered every game.
Yeah. Punctured.
So your attempt to escape
I'm
the zombies ended and you
I'm
get to
knocked
get
down
punished.
for my action. Okay, so I can try that again, but I am wounded.
Okay. Up to you. Is it an evade you're trying to do?
Yeah.
Wow, that went really badly.
Yeah, let's try that again. I think I know what went wrong.
Right.
The horde grabs at you as try to escape. It's test agility, looking for 2 successes.
That's
Yay! Awesome. I bet they catch up with me and kill me.
It'll be just my fucking luck.
That's over to you, Rob.
I'm going to try and evade as well.
A legless zombie crawling along the ground attempts to dig its fingers into the flesh of your ankle. Suffer 2 damage. Agility -1 negates.
All right. Agility -1 is 2. Fuck. I'll spend 1.
Yeah, okay, so that's 1 point of damage.
Okay.
And you can move.
Oh, do you know, actually, I won't spend it. I'll use the cigarette case to
Yeah, okay.
swap that instead. See my clue tokens for
1
later.
point of damage.
Okay.
And you can do your move.
Keep face up. You cannot move a barricade. All right, fine.
Okay, so first action.
Uh,
Which way are you choosing it?
this way. And then second action was an evade, right?
You moved 3 spaces just then.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're right. 1, 2,
Yeah, and then again.
and then out 3, 4.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Cool.
Oh, yeah, there's a more effective way of getting there. Sorry.
Expedited somewhat.
Don't worry, I think I'll eat your husband.
Yeah, but I think I'm going to get horribly mauled now.
A loud cracking noise splits the night air and the ground shakes. Patches of a chapel's rotted wood break off and fly through the air, propelled by an unseen force from within. Each investigator suffers 2 face-down damage and 1 horror. Agility negates. Okay. I'll take the 2 face-down damage.
All right.
Over to you guys.
Okay.
So my agility's 4.
Okay.
Hmm. 2 face-down damage on 1 horror. You can cancel 1 of them.
I'll take the 2 damage.
Rob?
All right. So this is a horror check, is it?
Agility.
Agility. So it's unmodified?
Yep.
Okay, so agility's 3. I'll spend the clue to be fine.
Okay, so it's 2 face-down damage and 1 horror. You can cancel any 2 of those.
I will take the face down horror. Don't think I can spare any more health. I think I'm fucked, actually. Yeah, I've got 1 health left. And then I'm
Crackling electric noises come from beneath the chapel, and a high feminine laugh can be heard just over the racket. That's nice and peak. I have done it. I have opened the way. Above the trapdoor in the chapel, a strange portal opens. He gets to go to heaven after all. A lone man pulls himself up from a gaping hole, clutching an axe in one rotting hand. Place a maniac as indicated. This is Walter Lynch. Shit. Don't worry, he's got a gun.
Yeah.
The trapdoor in the chapel becomes completely obscured by the growing alien landscape. The high-pitched voice sounds again from under the chapel. Excellent, our experiments are complete. Quickly, pack up the machine. All right, Florence. The mechanical noises underneath the chapel slow to a stop. Discard this explore token and all interact tokens from the board.
Wow.
I can fucked around with that puzzle and solved it.
You guys got horribly mauled by zombies for about 2 hours.
Yeah, that'll happen when you're an author.
On your own.
Yeah. And your best
With
bet,
a combat butler.
and your best bet is basically to sacrifice body and mind in the pursuit of arcane knowledge, but at the same time become fucking good at it.
Whatever was going on under the chapel has been completed, leaving behind a horrific creature. If you hope to escape with your life, you must defeat it. Blake, shoot it in the head. The front of the chapel is beset by a walking corpse.
That's not it, surely.
I mean, you'd hope not.
No.
One hand thrusts its way out from a shallow grave as a creature claws its way from the ground.
That can't be it, surely.
No.
Right. What? I'm confused.
What?
So it seems like exactly what I've just described. Right, okay.
Okay, so a zombie horde attacks me!
All right.
One of the horde hurls something that looks like a human femur at you. Suffer 1 face down damage.
It's a leg, sir. Oh, no, wait, is it? Yeah.
Yeah, femurs, yeah, fibre.
That's what I thought. I was having a second thought.
Walter Lynch, yeah, he's a bad guy because he's got 24 hit points.
Well, shit.
Attacks the millionaire.
Shotgun versus mania.
Walter Lynch looks at your possessions greedily and brandishes a knife. You offer the lunatic the object. Tests influence, looking for 2 successes.
It's the millionaire's time to shine.
Really? Because I thought sitting in the basement doing fuck all was your time to shine.
For several years.
Do you still want your job?
I'll be honest, no. Do you know what's happened to me today? I clicked on the advert and thought, you know what, a combat butler, that sounds mildly entertaining. I turn up, you hand me a fire extinguisher and order me to follow you. I follow you through the forest all the way to an abandoned chapel. When we get there, 2 dead guys turn us and chase us up into the graveyard. After that point, you send me into the shed, after which point I terrify another old man, who I can only assume was your previous combat butler, who you don't want to tell anyone about. He scarpers. You tell me to pick up every single piece of tool and machinery in the shed. I am 72, and I have been carrying this whole. I have been carrying a 4x2, a pickaxe, and a shovel, and I've still got this fire extinguisher I've been carrying around for you for the past 2 hours 45 minutes. And you know what? I'm sick of it. Because it was one thing to assist you coming here, but then suddenly I find myself, I killed 2 people in my first 3 hours of working for you. But I didn't just kill them, did I? You made me bludgeon them with a shovel.
Pickaxe.
A shovel. A pickaxe. Oh, I'm sorry. A pickaxe. Which I couldn't help but notice was second hand.
And you flung like a fucking missile.
That was for shovel.
No, that was definitely the pickaxe.
You've been using the pickaxe all the time.
Oh, fine.
Yeah.
Don't ruin me on a rant.
Anyway, the millionaire's being attacked by the maniac.
And then what happens after that?
Okay.
We break into a church so that you can steal
I
a
am being
crucifix.
stabbed at the
We
moment.
break into a church so that you can steal a crucifix. An entire army of deadites come through. You send me to work as a human shield to save your wife from a pouring at the hands of 24 of the undead, while you go downstairs into a basement and to find an old issue of Quiz Kids you want to work your way through. It was lucky the pen sellotape to the cover still worked, really, wasn't it? And you know what? No, I don't want this job anymore.
Well, you put it like that.
A simple no would have sufficed.
Yeah.
Anyway, millionaire, maniac, go.
Anyway, I've rolled my successes.
How many successes did you get?
2.
You pull back at the last moment and lash out with a vicious kick. The monster suffers 1 damage, 23 to go.
That should be fine, right?
Yeah. God, get them away from me. I'm literally being mobbed here.
It's 20 zombies on
20 zombies on the butler.
Do you think we should put a new advert out?
Really? That's your concern. Hang on. So your concern after we're watching our butler being slowly torn limb from limb by the undead is we better draft up something new on Grammarly.
Well, you look out the window and see me just disappearing. Do you want to sea of the undead?
Do you want to make your own toast?
All that happens is you throw a P45 out of the window in my general direction.
Do you want to make your own toast, Deirdre?
Deirdre. I see. Is that like that, is it? I'm the other woman.
Deirdre too.
Deirdre too.
The zombie attacks Deirdre.
Oh, bollocks.
The corpse begins thrashing forward in your direction like a rabid dog to strength, looking for 2 successes.
2 strengths. This would be fun. All right.
Oh, it is fun.
Yeah, fine.
You kick the creature in the chest and force it flailing backwards. The monster suffers 1 point of damage.
Sparta.
Horror test. Okay, so Blake's got to do one against Captain Bastard. Walter Lynch slams face first into the ground repeatedly before looking up at you, blood smearing all over a manic grin. Suffer 1 horror will negates.
Okay. I'll get +1 will because of my Holy Cross.
I'll give you a fucking Holy Cross.
You are
2 successes, that's fine.
Okay, I've got to do one against the Sea of the Undead. From the side, you're surprised that one of the dead has a body relatively free of rot. Then it turns and you find the other half of its body stripped of flesh, like some sort of macabre Tommy Cooper sketch.
This does not say
face
that.
Dead or a will -1 negates. So 2 dice to try and negate 2 points of horror damage.
That'll be fine.
I'm never, ever playing the butler again.
I think if nothing else, this should teach you not to answer ads on the internet that need an immediate start.
I've gone insane.
Was that before you said, yes, I'll take this job?
A couple of minutes ago, I think that was pretty much made clear.
All in all, it's not the best birthday I've ever had.
Top 3, though.
Oh, fuck, it's his birthday.
We don't get him a card. You pay him. You do pay him.
What?
I think I understand where the rant came from, darling.
Well, I said salary to be discussed.
You cheating fuck.
We said salary to be discussed, and he never discussed it.
I can assure you I'm disgusted.
Let me see if I've got this right. You believe that if nobody brings up the question of salary, you can just sweep it under the rug?
Oh, he just seemed really
He was told don't bring up salary in the first interview and completely misunderstood.
Technically, there was no interview.
All I can say is that he brought it on himself.
Wow.
Rob, you need to do a horror test, don't you?
You might want to do that whole gravestone thing. Leave it to somebody else.
Hey, Rob, the sounds you can handle is the smell that you cannot stand. Test Will looking for 2 successes.
Yeah. I'm going to suggest that he leaves the gravestone right in somebody else. Otherwise, it will read, Combat Butler, he brought this on himself. 3 successes.
You're fine.
Cool.
Aside from a little nausea you can endure.
All right. Nice.
Okay, so over to us. Blake, you're going to unload both barrels of that dude and win the game for us, right?
Yeah, I probably won't kill him, but I'll give it a go.
Well, we're not with that attitude. Defeat us.
Okay, open fire with a shotgun.
Okay. I'm guessing that's keyword firearm?
Yes.
You drop to 1 knee, take aim and fire. Test agility looking for 2 successes.
Okay. I'm going to lose my focus.
Cool. Your shot punches clear through the figure. Split to one side. Your shot punches clear through the figure and impacts behind it. The monster and another monster in its space each suffer damage equal to the weapon's damage, which is 6.
Yeah.
Hey, well, thank you for that.
Second action.
I'll fire again.
It is so much easier to shoot the enemy from a comfortable distance than to engage in unseemingly fisticuffs. Test agility looking for 2 successes.
Nice.
Yeah.
You brought a gun to a knife fight. The monster suffers damage equal to the weapon's damage. Another 6, yeah?
Yeah. Okay, now unfortunately my mesmerised comes into effect.
Okay, let's see what happens.
Turn the gun on himself.
Relative safety. What lies beneath friendly faces? Your companions have secrets of their own. You must leave them. Move 2 spaces away from another random investigator, then discard this card. I suppose I can't leave if I'm locked in combat anyway.
No.
So I'll
just bump it. Yeah.
Just yell out, I want to leave.
Just leave.
I would like to leave, just like my butler.
Rob, what are you planning on doing?
Yeah, that exit interview was uncomfortable to watch.
What are you thinking?
I'm going to kill that zombie, I think.
I'm thinking invade us against a zombie, dive back through a church and cast Shriveling at the big bad.
Yeah, right, I'll do that then. That sounds sensible.
No, I'm not telling you what to do.
I know that.
That's a suggestion.
You're a combat butler. That's not your role.
Yeah, know your role.
Bossy butler is would be your role then.
Okay.
What that sounds like a good idea. Let's do that.
Okay,
so evade first.
Evading the zombie.
Yep.
As you turn away, the shambling corpse batters you with its fist. Suffer 2 face-down damage, agility +1 negates.
I'm covered in batter, you prick. I'll spend the clues.
Yep.
Convert. Actually, I'll use the cigarette case to convert that. So I've already tapped back.
Fine. Yeah, and cool. And yes, you can move.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to move in 1, 2.
And shrivel that.
And I can shrivel from range. So
yeah, okay, so shriveling that bitch.
Accidentally hit the millionaire. Oh no.
As you call upon the terrible energies needed to craft your curse, voices in your mind push you to reach for ever more power. Test law looking for 2 successes.
Oh, hang on. This restrained. Have I discarded this
That was
already?
ages ago.
Yeah, I was going to say. All right, cool. So what am I rolling? Sorry?
Law looking for 2 successes. Roll 2 additional dice if you have suffered 3 or more horror.
I have. So 6 dice.
There's only 5 in the set, I'm afraid.
Right. So I got 2 successes there.
Mm-hmm.
Will spending any clues help?
Yes.
It will. All right, so I'll spend...
2 more dice anyway.
I'll roll 2 more dice anyway.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'll spend them to roll and to make that 4.
Okay. You cackle gleefully as otherworldly energy erupts from your hands. Monster suffers damage equal to your test result.
4.
Okay, flip the spell.
Please just say empty 7 into this cunt. No, the spell works exactly as you expect, aside from all the blood, no additional effect. Discard this card and gain another shriveling spell. Unfortunately, that was my last gasp, I suspect, because I'm probably going to cop it fairly soon. Shame that.
All of us, it's still me to go, isn't it?
Yeah.
I feel I should try and evade.
Do you reckon?
Yes.
All right. I sort of blaze of buttling glory might be.
I've got no chance if that's what we do.
That is fair.
Hit him with the bottle cock, the bottle cock, the bottle cock.
For the moment, the Horde seems not to notice you as one of their prey. If you call attention to yourself now, the ruse will be up. Suffer 3 damage unless you forfeit your action. I can take it. At this point, it's end game. I feel I can take it.
Mm-hmm.
To shred you.
Gain 1 clue. Peaceful clarity it was.
Hi. Remember me? Your master.
Stand back. Okay. So Mythos phase. This should be fun.
This should be interesting.
A throbbing whine rises slowly, making your ears ache and your teeth buzz. This Mythos event affects each investigator. Clutching your ears makes the sound almost bearable. Suffer 2 face-down horror, will -1 negates. If you suffer 1 or more horror, discard 1 clue.
All right, so will of 3. 2 successes.
Well, will of...
Will -1.
Oh, I've got +1 because of the Holy Cross, so it'll be 3. I'll use my righteous to convert that. That's
Okay,
fine.
pass me 2 dice, please. I've seen some shit. Walter Lynch moves 2 spaces with an investigator. What's your agility, right?
4.
Okay, he goes for me. A combat butler, finally a challenge worthy of my skill. I'm literally just carrying a fire extinguisher. I mean,
Aim for the eyes.
I have never known anyone ever class a fire extinguisher as a weapon before tonight.
You know what I hate is a bloke laden with the contents of a decent-sized Wix.
Autumn tackles you and tries to pin you to the floor. Their strength looking for 2 successes. Pass your dice, please. For what it's worth.
Got a clue?
Yeah, I have.
Spend it.
You elbow your enemy in the chest and escape. Combat butler!
Live stuff fight again.
Combat test. We've got to do a combat horror test against Walter here. Walter screams and screams and screams and screams until he chokes on his mince pie. Test Will looking for 2 successes.
Okay.
Yeah, passed.
Okay, cool. With a 4. Yep. Fine.
What have I got to roll, sorry?
Will looking for 2 successes.
That is with a 4. You've rolled.
Yeah, I've got 3 plus 1 for the...
sorry, you got the Holy Cross, haven't you?
Believes in Jesus.
Holy Cross of OP.
I'll get rid of that just so I can re-roll the other 2 dice.
Cool.
Nope. Okay, I failed that.
You scream too, suffer 1 point of horror.
Okay. Minor shock.
Right. I suspect we're very rapidly approaching the end of the game here, and the time has now come for Blake to unload that shotgun into the big
I
bad.
think that's fair. We should let him go first.
Okay.
Off you go, Combat Master.
Hello. But you're the... Well, okay, I'll unload the shotgun.
I can wail on him with the pickaxe first if you want. In the interest of comedy, I'm happy to go first and just wail on him with a pickaxe while screaming.
You might die before.
I think it would be fun while you two argue about who's going to attack. I just choke him from afar.
I'll shoot Walter.
Pickaxe!
I'll give him a shot.
All right.
Got him?
Yeah.
That's nice, yeah.
Okay.
So you mean you're shooting him?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not going to give him a drink.
Give the butler a shot. Okay, fire on.
He's an anti-vaxxer.
You level your weapon, warning your foe to back down. Why? It pays you no heed and moves to attack, forcing you to open fire. Test Will, looking for 2 successes.
Okay. Yep, that's done it.
You quickly prove the veracity of your threat as lead stops your enemy in its tracks. The monster suffers damage equal to the weapon's damage plus your test result.
So 8.
Not again, Walter rasps out, strange chemicals oozing from his wounds as his body appears to collapse in on itself. Upon his demise, several hazy robed figures begin to manifest from the portal, but the tear in reality wavers unsteadily. The investigation is complete. And I have got pickaxe-shaped blue balls right now. You could have let me just charge in and wail on him with a pickaxe, but no, you had to come out with your little basement squatting puzzle book solving ass, didn't you?
Okay, here's your payback.
Thank you.
Well, that was something.
The world beyond the portal dazzles and sickens you, even as it fades from reality, taking the cultist with it. The chapel goes silent, and you feel an immediate sense of relief.
No, nothing to do with zombies. The zombies are all fine.
A loud cracking sound of a bang of fists on wood reminds you that danger... It's like it's hearing you. Reminds you that danger has not yet passed. Though the portal is closed, the zombies raised by the cult still infest the cemetery, and it appears many more have clawed out of their graves. You steel yourself as a shattering of glass sounds from around the building.
Stone Cold Steve Austin's here.
The fight has only just begun. The end. Maybe then the post-credit sequence was we just saw the glass shatter and I just spin round with a pickaxe.
Dun, dun, dun. Come on, Butler.
Oh, guys.
That was fun.
Yes, I really enjoyed the bit where I screamed at Blake a lot.
Yeah, I think that was good. And I think people will enjoy that when they hear it.
I think people will be saddest at the fact that I didn't solve the puzzle.
I think I'll be interested to know
What was it? We will never know.
No,
We'll never know.
We can't even go back and get and check.
80% complete was not sufficiently complete to try again and decided to fuck off and do something else.
I like the fact that I spent every single clue token I had as well.
I like the fact you left us to do everything, then just at the end kicked the basement door open and went bang, bang. Thank God I saved you.
I read the journal and worked out the puzzle that we didn't need in the
that's
end.
fair. Yeah,
Well, we got groped on a porchway for 8 hours.
it's true. It did feel like that.
You could have run away.
Oh, sure. No,
It's as if you liked being groped by the undead.
oh, sure. Everything's got a simple solution when the maniac's dead.
Me too.
Anyway, we hope you've enjoyed this dramatic representation of the adventures of Combat Butler and the millionaire whose name I've forgotten because, let's be fair, he's no Combat
He's
Butler.
just Blake.
Yeah, just Blake, it being Blake. But if you've enjoyed the E14 Gamecast, then let us know because, that's always nice to hear.
And we're up for doing more of these.
Yeah, indeed. So you can email us at podcast@emotionally14.com if you wish to get in touch and let us know what you thought of the show. Obviously, we're available on all good podcasting platforms and some of the shit ones. And you can tweet us at emotionally14. You can join our Facebook page at emotionally14 on Facebook. You can also join our Facebook group for the E14 Gamecast and the Crazy Train on Facebook. Understandably, that's where they are. We're on Instagram at emotionally14. And the website's emotionally14.com. Now, the podcast we've already mentioned. We had a chance to do that while Blake was solving puzzles.
We did.
Yeah. I feel like we mentioned.
Solving in inverted commas, I feel.
If people want to find you on social media, Brad, where might they do that?
You can find me on facebook.com/BradHarmerBarnes. I'm on Twitter and Instagram at RealBradHB. I am on Discord, but don't understand how to use it, so best of British with all of that. And you can buy my books on Amazon.
Yes, you can. You can use the Emotionally 14 widget on the website to do so if you so wish as well. Blake, what about you on social media?
You can find me on Facebook if you can. You can find me on Instagram at Harmer the Appreciator. And you can find me on Twitter at fucksake Blake.
Indeed. So you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at RobWadeVision. And as I mentioned, all the other Emotionally 14 stuff. Incidentally, I've just realised that I had an insanity, of course, and I need to resolve that.
Oh, yes.
So I don't win. You win.
Why?
If the investigation is complete and you have one or more bladed weapons or light sources. So that's why I was hinting quite heavily that I would have liked one of those if you had them.
So
I don't.
won.
No, I don't win because I don't have one. Because you have to have one or... No, it's the axe.
Oh, okay.
It's classed as a heavy weapon, even though it's got a point.
Yeah.
So, I didn't win.
I too, in that
congrats.
interesting twist, have a madness to resolve.
Yes.
Which was narcissism, which is I do not win the game as normal. Instead of the end of the game, I win if I have 6 or more items. And fortunately, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So let's see if I got this right.
Combat Butler!
So what you're saying is that I won the game and fuck you all.
Basically, yeah. So,
yeah. So well done. Thanks for that, Blake.
Yeah. In a rare twist.
Really hitting home at Christmas time, that wonderful message of unity and teamwork. Well, actually, what does it boil down to, Blake? Is it just take advantage of the elderly? Ignore your wife, sit in the basement, and then murder someone.
I don't think I can hear you out of all this money.
Good advice for us all. Thank you for listening to the E14 Gamecast. Happy holidays. And we will see you again in 2019 for more fun such as this. Thank you for listening to the E14 Gamecast. Bibbidi Bob Games.
Dice rolling sound.
Wah, wah.